One, and we're live. There we go. Hey, welcome to the 3D Printing Nerd stream with Positron.
Hello.
This isn't Positron, this is Nomad.
Hi.
And Nomad is very tall,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, I went to the doctor, fixed me up, did a little cranky crew, and now I'm taller.
He's all leg. He's 75% leg, is
Yeah.
what you don't see behind here.
It's, very painful surgery.
That's a huge dude.
Here, step down and show them the real height.
That was more dramatic than I was expecting.
Oh, that's awesome. Here, I'm going to break out this chat so we can see it on the screen. Everybody, welcome. Welcome to the live show. This is going to be a lot of fun here. We've got some things planned. Words are big. Can you read those?
A little bit larger.
A little bit larger. Here we go.
Yeah. Because I am blind.
There we go.
Hey, that's my job.
Ah.
Recore 3D. Whoa, Nomad is tall. He was.
I was.
He was.
There's a buzzsaw that they just used on the table, so I'm
We
bleeding
also
out.
we do have some friends in studio. Could you? Yeah, there we go. We've got Barnacles, the Nerdgasm. We've got Nathan, who you know as that one network guy. And we've got LDO Jason right there. Look at that. Full studio.
It's a party.
Feel free to say something.
Do you still go by PhysX also? Or did
Sometimes.
You, sometimes. It's
Hi,
like one of your
Jason.
aliases you keep on the
hi,
download?
everyone.
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, I really, the whole point of this live broadcast is you and some of the team came out because we wanted to talk about how the Positron is different and lovely
Yes.
and fun and exciting and new and innovative and all of that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
The original 3D printer in a filament box was something that I saw from Kraylin,
Yes.
correct? And that was one of those proof of concept things that looked really cool
Yeah.
and was like, wow, I can't believe he did that. How close is the Positron to the Kraylin original proof of concept?
So Kraylin and I, let's give the story real quick.
Okay. Here we go.
Not
Story
everyone knows
time.
the full story. So Kraylin and I came together to make Positron 3D. He brought me on as both a moderator for the original Discord as well as a general manager for the Positron because he was about to release the V3 and he didn't really know what to do after that, so I offered to help him. And we developed Positron 3D to start being the whole thing that covers everything. He has stepped away from the project, but still talks to us very often, keep him up to date. But from the V3, which is the last one he worked on, the V3.2 is...
Here, hold on for just a sec. Some people are saying it's bad audio.
Oh,
Are we sounding okay? I want to make sure people hear the story right.
You want me to cut the room?
Sure, cut room and see what happens.
There you go.
Okay. How is it now, everybody?
we good?
Zombie was saying my mic was off, and I was like, no, my mic's not off. I'm showing green.
Great.
You're great.
Bit echoey.
No filter, mech noise, a little echo. Better. Okay, good. Joel is very loud. A little more choppy now. Joel is a bit loud. Okay. I'm a loud person. It's what happens.
Oh, we're both loud.
Slight clipping. Ooh.
It was when you were peeping.
Oh, it was?
Can
Okay.
happen too when you do the loud and the ambient, and you don't get them like perfectly sung. It's pain. I tried doing it too, and I couldn't get it.
Recore. It's all Nathan's fault. That does happen sometimes.
It
Okay.
could be, but not this time.
So, but I see a lot of people saying it's better now. Now Joel is clipping. Sounds like another mic is picking him up. Is that possible?
good.
We are in the lower latency. Better now. Okay, I'm going to take better now as
Okay.
it's better now. I'm sorry, Nomad. I know you were in the middle of a story.
You're fine.
But I want to make sure people know that your story is wonderful and people should be able to hear it, right?
So, so we formed Positron 3D, and I still keep in touch with Kraylin. Me and him talk on a mostly monthly basis when our schedules align. But yeah, we worked very closely together. And the one thing I have to say is massive shout out to Jason and LDO and their team. Because we hit a rough patch a few years ago where a little after we released the original V3 designs, a lot of stuff happened and we kind of lost steam in the engine. And it almost didn't happen.
Okay.
But Jason and LDO came in and they relit the flame and we we got back to working on this, and we are very happy to be able to present the 3.2 with the LDO team's help. They've been absolutely massive in being able to make this possible because of all the custom parts we've had to do for this printer.
Oh, lots of custom parts,
Yes.
right? Like lots and lots and lots.
Yes. And we work very closely with the Positron LT team, who I know some of them are watching. Massive shout out to them.
The Positron what?
So the Positron LT is a self-sourced option for the Positron.
What does the LT stand for?
I think it's just like light.
So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it stood for like low tomatoes
I don't-
or something.
I never asked that, honestly. But no, they've been a huge help, and we without the community's help, we couldn't be where we are. So yeah, right here in front of me is the 3.2, as well as in front of Joel.
Is a thing.
Yes.
So a 3.2.
Yes.
How many revisions have there been?
There's been. That's a great question. Major revisions. There's been 3 major revisions where we went through different kinematic systems to develop what we had before. The version 3 used synchromesh cables. I actually have a version 3 right here, courtesy of Jason bringing his along.
Ooh. Here, bring it right here so they can see
it's
it.
a little stuck open or closed.
It's all right.
Here we go. So this one,
Can you go camera 2, Adam? Thank you.
she's a little difficult to get out of the case, but
Do you need help?
oh, well, I just ripped out some threads on the plastic. That's fine.
Did I offer my help too late?
Maybe. But yeah, so this, you can already tell that you can already tell that this was not the best version. So this attempt here that you're seeing was our direct attempt to bring the V3 that Positron and Kraylin developed to the mass market. And
Okay.
yeah, it's not perfect.
That's all right. That's all right.
But yeah, all products aren't perfect when you first develop them.
They shouldn't be perfect when you first develop
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
We developed this in university because we wanted a printer that was really easy to bring with us between our university dorms and the workshops. Because
Which university?
I think he was at University of Boston.
Okay.
I was in Rowan University myself.
Okay. Back east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the whole idea of this. It was to make this extremely portable and extremely easy to bring with you, because at the time we had Enders. We had Ender 3s. Those things are big and heavy, and you don't want to be carrying those around campus because, our universities had printers that were available for us to use, but they're community printers.
Yeah. I get it. Sure.
If you have a choice, you're going to use your personal bathroom. But so we, why did I go with that?
I don't know. Well, hey, Zombie Hedgehog just re-upped his membership, 24 months now, turning this stream upside down. By the end of the stream, I'm told one of us has to be upside down.
I guess that'll be me.
For a minute, that's it.
Yeah, so we wanted to design a printer that was good for us to make portable because
Okay.
it's our printer. It's portable, it's easy for us to bring, and we could tune it to our specifications. So we don't have to worry about whether or not, someone crashed the tool head into the bed at the university. Now we can't print in whatever this is. So it helps us with rapid prototyping, which
Okay.
is the thing that 3D printing helps.
It does. Now, when you approach something, well, first of all, Mitch 3D, better start on the rum if you want to be upside down. This is gonna be that kind of stream, isn't it? All right. Hey, networking guy, thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that.
welcome.
Look at that.
You sell out.
Air 5. There it is. Okay. Now, when we talk about prototyping and 3D printing, a lot of times people go towards machines that are already put together, that exist in the market. Like a lot of times when I talk to people who want to use 3D printing for prototyping, they don't want to invent the wheel they're going to use to prototype something else. They want to
Yep.
go purchase a wheel that wheels really well and then prototype with that. And so what was your idea behind using this as a prototyping machine?
So again, mostly came from being in the universities and wanting to bring our own tools with us because
Okay.
I mean, when you're an engineer, you have your tools and you like your tools. Your
Yeah.
tools are yours. There's many like it, but only one is yours. So that's why we kind of wanted to make our own portable. But when it comes to rapid prototyping, absolutely. Something like,
Okay.
say a Prusa or Bamboo, they will get you going.
Yeah, of
you know,
course. Yeah.
Right out of the box.
Yeah.
But what's nice about this is that, well, you can't really bring a bamboo with you cross country really easily.
Not easily, no.
Either ship it or bring it with you on check-on, and do you really trust a...
Well, Mitch hasn't made a backpack bamboo yet.
No.
So that's kind of where we stand.
Yeah, right?
Sometime you will.
I don't know. We'll see. But we wanted to make this portable because for people like me, I'm an IT guy by trade.
By trade?
Yes. So I am always traveling around, going to different clients and whatnot, and we don't always have all the tools we need because, we maybe did not spec out this exactly correctly. Maybe we're missing a few cable combs, or we're missing a few little labels, or say, for example, we have a color code for all of our cables to indicate which cable is which. in the
Okay,
network.
yeah. I understand that.
Red, for example, is always going to be your internet line. So you can immediately tell which one's the internet. It's the red cable. But some clients can't afford for us to redo all the wiring. So what's easy? Let me just print out a little red cable tag that can just go right on the cable, and immediately I know that one is the internet line.
Okay.
So having something like this allows us to create really quick custom parts or rapid prototyping, or just bring your hobby with you wherever you go.
Okay. Well, I guess it makes kind of sense, though, because when we talk about the Positron, portability is key, and there is one inside this filament box.
Yep.
Is this one mine?
Nope, this one's mine. That one's yours.
Okay. Don't break this one. This is yours.
Please don't.
But it fits inside this filament box, and I think that really speaks to the portability of being able to, like you as an IT person, if you go on a job somewhere, you could easily go bloop, 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 set this up and print out the little tag that you need.
And most of the time, those tags or whatever it was we're using, they're not tall, they're very short. So we're able to print them out really quickly.
Was that a cell phone joke?
Maybe. Look, I've been hired specifically to be able to fit underneath network racks. I am not kidding. One of my first server jobs was crawling underneath a server rack to get to the other side to then trace all the cables. I wish I was kidding. No, I crawled. There's a lot of bugs underneath
Not
that
because
thing.
he had to, though.
Real quick, I just want to shout out Josh Kaiser with a Fiverr. That's a 5. Nomad.
Oh.
Nomad. That's a 5. There we go. Something for the Oleato Golden Foam from Starbucks, since we're not doing the Nitro coffees as much anymore. That's fair. Thanks for the Fiverr. Brecord, new member. Thanks, Justin. Liz, member. And happy Friday XOXO to Jerry. Woo, that's really nice.
Mwah,
Zombie
mwah.
Hedgehog with a $1.49. Thank you, my friend. Actually, Jason, could you go next to the bamboos and on top of the Flash Forge with the Neptune on top, there is a hat. Can you grab that? That was really specific. Yeah, there we
You're
go.
in 3D Printing Nerd Studio, and the directions are by this printer, next to this printer, above this printer.
Nomad is not short, just compressed. So throw it.
You know,
There we go.
My handle
So-
is nomad.zip.
There it is. Hedgehog makes right there. Look at Zombie Hedgehog gives us a $1.49, and there we go. Dude, you look like everything's an album. Everything's an album cover. There we go. Someone clip that. That'd be wonderful. Had to get the hat out. There we go. See, Zombie Hedgehog sees it.
Yeah.
Prince Frank V. Have you leveled the hat?
Well, according to Prusso, we have print on that.
Print on anything, right?
Yeah.
Now, with all of these machines in front of us, it's time we actually. I think I'm supposed to put something together or get something going, or
So, if you've watched my streams, I actually went through the process of building this for him. Because, as we know, Joel's a very busy man.
hey, look at Jeff Gearling's in the chat.
Hey, Jeff, how's your build going? I'm calling you out.
Have a good dinner, Jeff.
So, Joel here is very busy. So,
it's yes.
I offered to build his Positron for him. So, I was streaming this for a while, and I think one of the running jokes is that I didn't know I was allowed to say that was for Joel right off the bat. So, I said it was for my friend Gear. Or AKA now between us, Joelette.
Yeah, Joelette. Yeah.
But yeah, so
Another universe, man.
all right. Let me get this old V3 out of the way, and you can go ahead and
Wait, the one you broke?
I'll fix it.
Hey, wait. You know what? Before we look at this, oh my goodness. Yeah, just set it anywhere.
Yeah.
When you get down off the stool, it's just so funny. I love this. since I'm holding this anyway, and there's a cutoff version of it, this is the hot end in the Positron, right?
Yes.
There we go. Okay, good. So we got an overhead here. So it is literally a 90-degree turn to the nozzle.
Yep.
Filament comes in, and it melts. The melt zone is the 90-degree turn?
Yes. Now I gotta squash a rumor here.
Okay, here we go. So filament comes in here, melty, 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 and it poops it out right there.
Yep.
Okay.
So I gotta squash a rumor real quick. A lot of
Okay.
people have been saying be careful with anything that has like particulates in it, like
Glitters, sure.
glitters, wood, etc. I will say, still be careful because you can clog a nozzle no matter what you do. And
You certainly can.
no matter what printer you print with, that could be not fun. But the melt zone and the 90-degree bend is just as wide as the PTFE tube itself, or the inner diameter of it.
Okay.
So clogging the actual right angle is difficult.
Oh,
So
is that a challenge?
Oh, please don't take it as a challenge. But that's just a little bit of a myth that was going around. But and what's nice about this, and I can actually demonstrate it with this model right here.
Hey, look, the nozzle comes out.
So the nice thing about having a very large melt zone, especially with a 90-degree hot end, is that actually accessing that melt zone is pretty easy.
Really?
Yeah. So this is a fully 3D printed model.
Yes, it is.
We will have one of these at 3D Printopia. So if you want to come check it out.
Formerly
you
known
can.
as Earth.
Formerly known as Earth.
Yeah. Adam, thanks for becoming a member there. Look at that. The guy with the long hair looks fabulous. It's true. Thanks, Nathan.
Anyone have a small flashlight?
Like,
Oh, that's
I've got-
the massive one. No.
no, I got this one.
You can put on low. I got it.
Oh Lord.
It's got a low.
Okay.
No.
It's low.
No. So if you zoom in on this, let's see if it can actually
Up
show.
above, yeah.
It is a very dark print, so this is going to be tricky. There you go. You can actually see it. So you can see that diameter is actually quite large, especially for a nozzle.
Sure.
So you can get a tool in there actually fairly easily.
Oh, okay.
So you could ram it out if needed. So
Okay.
clogs aren't that difficult to clear. Just be careful
Okay.
because you still got the natural problems with if you have heat creep, you can clog it up further down.
Oh,
the
yeah,
throat.
yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So just standard
Okay.
3D printing stuff.
Mrs. Lee, Mary 3D with a Fiverr. With a Fiverr. Yes, there it
I'm
is.
learning.
Beetlejuice, 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 the name of my positron. Oh, that's a good name for a
Oh,
positron.
their colors.
Lee Mary
are
3D
amazing.
with a high fiver. High five. Oh, yeah, dude, you were on it. I love it.
learning. Whoop.
Mitch 3D. Barnacles, good thing toilets aren't 90 degrees.
I mean, the S bend kind of goes in
I don't
multiple angles.
That's a little more than 90.
I don't even
Yeah, I think it goes 90 at some point in that regard.
Sir Thomas Crapper would like to have a word with you.
Indeed.
We're going to get to, oh, it already printed.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is that the one you just started not that long ago?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's fast.
Yes. So one of our team members, Joe's Kalon, has been absolutely pushing the printer past its limits. He has been doing our speed profiles for us. And
Okay.
we haven't published them just yet because we're still tuning it in. Because the speed profiles that we have they require a very tuned printer. But he's been able to do, within Speed Benchy rules, with a actually good quality print, 12-minute Benchy.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And like 30K acceleration. It's insane.
30K acceleration?
That's what he told me, and I might be miscommenting, but
Like, does it do
it's
this?
insane. It can, yeah. He's also testing hula feet.
Oh, the hula feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, he's insane. But yeah, this just popped off. This by Joe's Kalon. This is actually the Positron calibration cube.
Well, here, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm gonna do this. Because this is what I can do.
So you got your standard XY, but what's interesting is if you hold it upside down, the XY is right side up. So if you twist it to the Y, see?
Oh, there.
So when you're actually printing it, it's correct. And then on the bottom side of it, That's the top side.
That's the top side. Sorry.
Yeah, we were a little too close when we started the test print. So that's obviously the Positron logo, but it's 3D. There's a window on the side to show you how your overhangs are doing.
Oh.
So you can see right through there, and that entire logo for the Positron is a giant overhang.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So there's also the common myth that printing upside down helps with overhangs and whatnot.
Is that a myth?
It is somewhat. So in the past, the answer is no. It didn't help because slicers were not super in depth on stuff like that.
Okay.
But in like recent releases of Orca Slicer, we can adjust the extrusion force on overhangs. Now we're still tweaking and testing this, but in theory, we could get far better overhang performance upside down. We're still just tuning it though.
If you tune it.
Yeah.
If you tune it. Okay, but that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, did we miss something? Oh, Zombie Hedgehog, $4.99. Are you out of your mind with a low 5? There you go. There you go.
It was
There
low.
you go.
Yeah. So if you want a printer that dances, this does dance.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Really well. And that's the thing that fascinates the crap out of me is that it's a clipper machine.
Yep.
And it has speed profiles that are being worked on.
Yep.
And it actually does really neat performance.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, the 3D logo is just one big giant overhang. But like it fits in a filament box and you can take it with you.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's really cool.
And what my favorite part right now is the modularity and the modifications that people are building for this. So we actually have one right here that I worked on with a community member. So one thing that we noticed with our early kits is that the cable that goes to the tool head can sometimes get caught on the X-rail. Now there's 2 mods that exist to fix this. A small cable chain mod, which I have installed on this Positron as well as Joel's Positron.
Thank you.
But also what we've been working on is something that you can print on the Positron, which goes back to the rapid prototyping. So this right here can be printed in about 30 minutes.
Okay.
And if we want to zoom in on it, this is inspired by the Prusa XL. So if you ever look at a Prusa XL and all of its cables, they actually go on, like there's this bit of plastic that helps guide all the cables.
Yeah.
That only flexes in one direction.
Yes.
So we based our idea off that. So this flexes in these directions just fine, but it won't go in the other direction.
Okay.
So this acts as a cable chain when installed.
Oh.
And we just released this as an experiment so people with Positrons can print this and test it for us.
That's really cool.
Yeah. We're very happy with just how customizable Positrons can be. We did do a number of mods on yours to show it
Really?
off. Yep.
Ooh, what mods?
All right, so you want to unfold it?
Sure.
All right.
Well, let's talk. Okay, as we're clearing some space for it here, let's talk about was it Millennium Machines?
Yes.
West 3D and what's going on? Because now, if you were ever interested in purchasing a Positron kit, now is a great time to do it
Yes.
because.
So if you have not heard of the news, Millennium Machines / DMS, they recently were victims of a scam, and they lost everything. Now, good news that came from this is that they've gotten back a good amount of the money.
That's great.
So thanks to community support, as well as just working with the authorities to try and get the money back, they've gotten a lot of it back, but not all of it.
Okay.
So before that good news was announced, Positron, as well as West 3D and KB3D, we teamed up and we are giving our affiliate kick to DMS and Millennium Machines to help them get back on their feet.
Okay.
Because the story behind that is they bought some of our first batch of printers.
Aww.
And we have a very similar starting journey as
Yeah.
they do. So when we heard about what happened, our hearts broke. And we don't have a ton to be able to give because we're starting out just as well. We're fresh out the gate. So we don't have, warehouses full of cash.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So this is our way to try and give back to them. If you order a Positron from West 3D, West 3D will donate $20 for every Positron sold.
$20 for
20
every
bucks.
single one. That's fantastic.
And KB3D, if you go to kb-3d.com, if you use code Nomad50, you'll get $40 off of Positron, and they will donate $20 to DMS.
That's fantastic.
Yep. So if you want to help them out, that's one way to do it. Obviously, they also have a donation link that you can use on the YouTube video that they released recently.
Yeah.
That's also a way. So you don't have to buy a printer to donate, but this is what our team is trying to do to help.
I love seeing everybody come together to help.
Oh, yeah.
And to promote it and to give back. And
That's the whole thing.
They would have done the same thing had this happened to someone else in the
yeah.
community. They absolutely would have been there. And so it's really cool to see everybody kind of come together for the common good.
Yeah, open source is the whole nature of helping one another and pushing the whole industry forward.
My producer, David, he goes, open source, open hearts.
Exactly. Now, and open source is we all can agree, it's difficult to maintain. It's not something that pays very well.
Like people, like that tweet from Joe Prusha earlier today talking about open source. Like, yeah, open source is not the easiest thing to do in this day and age. But but for those that are doing it and they're nice people, like we should support that.
Yeah, and we're trying to do our part to encourage open source. I know I just got a Rook myself that I'm really excited to build in the next couple weeks.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Because LDO is actually working on Rook kits, and so
Are you, Jason?
Yes.
Sweet.
And
There
I
we
just got
go.
my hands on one, so I'm very excited to be building that. So my goal is to help give back to the open source community as much as I can, because this exists because of Jason's willingness to help with the open source community. So I feel like it is my job to pass that along and to help all those we can.
Cool.
So now,
Good on you, dude. All right. I think it's time to make this chooch.
sure, yeah.
Okay. I should probably be the one to like.
I can walk
You
you
did
through
all
it.
of the hard work already,
Yeah.
so you're just going to lead me through the proper way to get this thing going,
So
right?
there's 2 screws on either side. So on this side and the other side, you're going to want to remove those first.
Okay, 2 screws on either side.
No pressure.
Yep, large thumb screws.
Oh, large thumb screws.
Yeah.
Oh, like
Yep,
these.
yep.
Okay. I thought we were talking about.
No. We made sure that you can deploy this very easily with just your hands.
Okay, that's admirable.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Hey, it makes a better stream when you mess up, so I'm gonna heckle you a little bit.
He already ripped out the threaded inserts. Like I don't know.
Well, for the V3, we fixed that in the 3.2 design. Now what you want to do is grab the V bed here as well as the Z axis and just fold that up. And then you can remove the bed holder.
Which is.
This.
Oh. Okay.
Yep. Now what you want to do is take the larger thumb screw and screw it into the back here.
Oh. Reusing parts.
Yep. Now we have timed this in the back of a truck on our way to Rocky Mountain, and we're able to do this under a minute.
Really?
And 30 seconds of those was me fumbling with the bed.
Okay. Well, I'm enjoying myself though.
Yeah. So now take the other thumb screw that's here.
Okay.
Now you're going to want to take your V bed.
My
and now
V-bed.
if you notice on the other side of this, there is grooves
Oh,
engraved
yeah.
there,
Groove is in the heart.
and they line up with those there.
Oh.
So you're going to want to line those up, line up the hole, and screw it in.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Everything just seats real nice.
In the original V3, we did not have those grooves, so the bed was a little wobbly. But this essentially, with this plus a very high preloaded rail, eliminated any wobble that we had.
I see.
Yeah. Now we rotate it back around.
Oh, okay. You're handling it just like nothing. Like it's not
Let's take your bed.
it's not delicate.
Oh no, we made sure that this could handle some punishment. Maybe not that part, but the rest of it, absolutely. Like we this is real carbon fiber on the top.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It was Jason's idea.
Thanks, Jason.
None of the final wrap.
I was like, oh, we don't really need it. Does that like increase the price? And Jason's like, not really. It's just cool looking. Jason went with the rule of cool.
3D&T printing does say gives 10. That's 2 5s.
Hey, nice.
There it is. Because you have my dude Nomad on. Wait, what did you do? What was that?
I did a heart.
Oh, you did a heart. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. That's good. That's good. Andrew Rogers with a 20. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s. Sorry, I'm late. Here's for the Frosty Beverage Fund. All right, everybody. After the stream, Frosty Beverages. It is now foretold.
All right.
Okay.
I'm completely down with
My
that.
diet has been thrown out the window.
What's a diet?
I don't know.
This is, well, a diet is just the food in which you eat over the course of the day, right?
Yeah.
So, Frosty Beverage is part of your diet.
Yep.
Hey, Uncle Jesse, what's going on? Got mine assembled so I can bring it on vacation with me.
Oh, how did your assembly go? You didn't reach out to me, so I hope it went well.
It's Clayton. As long as he didn't break the glass, he's fine.
Did you break the glass?
That's what we're
So speaking of the glass, let's go ahead and get that plugged in.
Okay.
So let's just rotate this.
This is a build plate. Look at that.
It is a heated build plate.
This is a heated build plate.
Yes.
All right.
So what you're going to do is just, if you run your finger right there, you'll feel the lip of the
Yes.
cathodes. I think cathode's the right word. Go ahead and just make sure that's facing up and slide it between those little thumb screws right there.
Oh, I
hold
see
it
it.
back
I
to the
see
back
it.
for you.
I see it. No, don't hold it. Don't hold it. We can.
Yeah. You just slide that in and
it's nice
push
and
it into
sturdy.
the little connector right there.
Oh, there's little connectors. Okay. Okay.
And that's it.
Oh. Okay.
Now we're just
That's sturdy.
yeah. Now we're just going to go ahead and plug everything.
Well, why did you plug that in?
Because I modded your printer slightly.
In what way?
So I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Let's fully deploy it before we jump into.
You
all
sound
of
like
that.
such an IT person.
Yeah. So I am professionally trained for what, almost 10 years now. Oh God.
What are your certifications?
A plus, networking plus, all expired.
Oh, you're doing that's a cable chain.
Yes, so that is one of the mods I did for you, only because this was, so I developed this pretty early on.
CAN bus.
No.
No?
USB.
Really?
Yeah. So if we want to zoom in on the connector that we have right here, this is an XT32+2.
Yeah, yeah.
So we use 24 volts for everything.
Okay.
So the large pins are a 24 volt line, and the small pins are our data lines. So you
Oh.
got USB 2.0. Or
I guess that works.
yeah, works great.
Bearded Bucket with a Fiverr. Thanks for that. So what is a high five upside down?
Yeah, look, it's upside down.
I'm trying to figure out how I can get upside down and still.
So, all right, let's go over a few of these modifications here.
We have to figure out what's going on with the high five being upside down.
This, I don't know.
All right, bring it low. Bring it low. Come on. Come on.
Ow.
Ow. Come on, bring it low. Yeah.
Carpal tunnel activated.
I broke Nomad. I'm sorry.
Ow.
LDO Motors, $49.99. Are you out of your Jason? Are you out of your mind?
Can we get
Thanks,
this
Joel
man-
and Nomad, to bring this fun project to stream. Cheers. Hey, come here, Jason. Come here.
Don't get it.
Come here.
Also, we need to get him a money gun.
So everybody, this is Jason, LDO Jason. You've probably seen him on X, Twitter. You've probably seen him at 3D Printopia, Rapid, Formnext, Murph, Smurf.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
He is an amazing human, always wanting to help and always pushing a community positive message out there. And so,
Yeah.
I love this guy.
Thanks, you guys. Love you.
Again, this
Mitch
project
3D,
would've
the
died.
goat. The goat.
The
See?
absolute
The
goat.
absolute goat.
This project would have been dead without Jason's help, and we are so appreciative of it.
I love it. I'm glad we brought him up here.
Right?
That was good. Yeah.
And you know what? Since he was up here and we were showing off, if you guys haven't noticed, we have shirts.
Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this sweet fit right here. This is sweet. Where can people get these shirts?
Positron3D.com.
Positron3D.com. I'll tell you what. If I go to an event and I see anyone not on the Positron team wearing a Positron shirt, I want to sign it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, man, I'm quitting.
Wait, my mic's out? No? Okay. Smitsky throwing a fastball at me.
I can adjust it just a little bit to make sure that it's happy.
We have, so this is just one of the ones that we have. This is just the hot end breakout. So this is a full diagram of the hot end assembly. We also have one. Nathan, come up here real quick. What Nathan's wearing is exclusive
right in the
to
middle.
team. But on the back of his shirt, you can get this. which is the full positron broken down.
Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice.
And for fans of the Twilight Zone, is our important message of don't print on planes. we realized, along with Baby Belt, we created a problem.
That's going to be me that does it.
Please don't. So one of the things we found with portable printers, and I was talking to Rob from Baby Belt.
Oh, Baby Belt, yeah.
Yeah, I recently had him on stream. It was really awesome.
He's a good dude.
He was awesome. We both realized, wait a minute, we both made really ultra portable 3D printers that run off very low power consumption. We've had people attempt to print on planes. Now, they have not succeeded because of various things that they have forgotten. But this has led us to start the hashtag do not print on planes.
Yeah.
Don't print on planes.
Don't print on planes.
The fire marshal, or sorry, the air marshal would not be happy with the smell of burning plastic.
Smiksky, print on space planes.
Yeah, if you can do it, sure.
We actually have a video coming out next week of printing on a space plane.
Oh my God.
What about Southwest though? Certain
No.
things always smell like burning plastic. Anyway.
No, they don't go high enough. No, we worked with UC Berkeley to show off something they put on a Virgin Galactic flight.
Oh, so cool.
Soon, you'll get to see that soon.
NASA, you have my number.
Don't they still have a 3D printer on the space station?
They do. They printed the wrench.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think they've printed a bunch of other stuff since then too, and I think they even recycle. If I remember right, didn't they send something up to recycle it back into filament again so they could
That I don't know.
keep redoing it?
I don't think they'd be doing that because of potential VOCs. I think they may
Okay.
send it back. I haven't read anything, so I'm just guessing.
Mitch 3D print on RC planes.
Sure. Why not?
Could we?
Ooh, you could do that.
Critter42, thanks for becoming a member. That's really kind of you.
Drone.
Sure, a drone, but imagine like
Yeah.
a really big RC plane with a little printer on it.
Brian still has
our
access
rules
to
are-
that one plane that can fly like 100 miles. I think it can do 100 miles on one battery.
Really?
Yeah. So and it would carry a payload like that.
So our rules are,
That'd be
if you
rad.
want to print on a plane, you need to get permission from the flight crew.
Okay.
You need to get permission from the airline, and you need to get permission from everyone on board.
Well, and maybe the FAA, right? Maybe. Well, I guess if everybody on board is in on it, they won't tell the FAA, right?
I don't know what the rules are against 3D printing in the air.
What about a backpack?
Just
with
don't be the
filtrations?
pilot and the printer at the same time. How about that?
What about, okay, so someone said, making stuff. What about printing on a jet boat?
Sure.
Okay. That's fine. I'd love to try it sometime.
Why not?
It'd be kind of fun. But
That's a good idea.
what are the rules? Like, I bet there are some countries with airlines that aren't necessarily as strict as the Federal Aviation Administration.
I don't
Oh, yeah,
know
so
any.
let's try to like work around like some airlines.
trying to think,
I'm
like-
sure in Azerbaijan we can make this happen.
Like, I'm
Look, all I have to say is
make
right
the
now-
printer fly the plane using G code.
Why not put it in a backpack?
I mean, fly by wire.
Mile High Print Club.
If we all get together and we all put $1,000 in, we could probably charter a flight from Seattle to like Florida and just have
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mile High Rep Festival.
There wouldn't be a high attendance, I
You
don't
can
think.
charter a jet from Seattle to Las Vegas, I think, for $1,500 on the
Yeah?
off season. 4 people can split the cost. Because I was going to go down to Las Vegas, and it was only like $100 more than flying
So
on a regular airplane.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
jokes aside, we are, as a community, very fortunate that the FAA does not have any rules or regulations against 3D printing on aviation, air travel, etc.
Oh, it's just the airlines themselves, right?
It's the airlines themselves and the FAA do not have rules against 3D printers on planes.
Alaska Airlines has a rule against no printing on planes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
aside
it's
from-
the same as smoking on a plane. You're
But I am-
heating something.
Did somebody
specifically
print,
meaning.
Like somebody had to do it for them to come up with that rule, right?
I don't know the answer to
I
that.
wonder if
but-
somebody's like in the bathroom, like, we know what you're doing in there.
Back
Is
to
it
my
3D printing or 2D printing though?
Back to my PSA. As of right now, there is no FAA rules against bringing a printer on a plane for travel. So, making rep festivals easier for everyone to bring printers with them.
Yeah.
Please don't be the reason rules get enforced. Please. Don't.
I think
Don't ruin it for
okay,
everybody.
no, but I'm glad we're on this because I think the entire reason you're not allowed to print on an airplane is because you're heating something
Yes.
up.
Yep.
Which is why they don't allow, well, I mean, there's plenty of reasons why they don't allow vaping on a plane,
Yep.
but because you're heating something up, right?
That is one of the big reasons.
Yeah, see?
The other big reason is that you could make a tool that could possibly dismantle objects with inside the plane.
Yeah.
That's actually a good point because they wouldn't be able to inspect it going through. Like, if you tried to go through TSA and you had tools that took special screws out of things on
Yeah.
an airplane, they're probably not going to let you take that on the airplane.
Yeah, if they caught you.
Yeah,
But if you printed
cannot
it-
carry on toolkits.
That would actually make sense, yeah. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one. What about the cargo hold, though? Put the whole setup in a hard case, put a battery on it, run it through TSA, let it go into the cargo hold, fly, take it out, and your print's done when you get there.
Oh my God, look at this. You
Don't
can't
listen
send
to
a
him.
printer
Do
with
not listen to
Wi-Fi
him.
while taking off or landing. Could you? Wait.
I think there's a way to make this happen.
No.
No, like if you had a printer on an airplane and you would attach to the Wi-Fi, could you, from some ground operation, send G-code to the printer on the plane?
Of course.
Yeah.
That's entirely possible. It's not recommended. We're giving the FAA too many ideas for what to ban. Let's maybe stop. So let's go over the modifications we made here.
Yes, please. All
So
right.
some of these are
We're no
cosmetic.
longer upside down. We're going to get back on track.
One of them, I forget the community's member name, and I'm so sorry if I've forgotten your name. But they made a little spinner for the extruder. That's just the Positron logo, and that just
Nathan's
goes-
going to find it. I saw him jump to his phone.
Yes, please open up the mods.
Yep, that's what
mods
I'm for.
Discord, and that just attaches to the extruder.
Oh, okay.
I don't think this. I think this is a little too high friction. At least the print that I did, so it doesn't actually spin. But that's one thing we did. The other
Before
thing-
you go on, someone did have a question.
Oh.
Wondering why there are different prices for pre-sourced kits from different USA sites. Just wondering what the differences are. It's from Dylan with a Canadian tenor. Canadian tenor?
Oh, sorry.
$8.
Oh,
That's right. A Canadian tenor is 8.
so the MSRP is $700 currently for the LDO kits.
Okay.
For any other kit, I can't really say. I know there's some self-source kits available, but there isn't any self-source kits available for the 3.2. Only for the V3, which we
Oh.
don't support anymore because of all the problems we've had with it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So all I can say is at West 3D, KB3D, and Fabrico, they should be 700, from my understanding. So if they've changed pricing, I was not informed.
Okay. Yeah. That's good to know. Yeah, thank you for the question.
All right, Nomad, extruder spinner.
Chloe Hayes made the extruder spinner.
Chloe Hayes.
Thank
Chloe
you.
Hayes. Thank you, Chloe Hayes. We appreciate your contributions to the Positron project.
Now,
I think
someone that's
really
in our
awesome.
chat here has made one of the other mods. That
Oh,
we have
what's
with us.
that?
So Smitsky
Smitsky!
has made a slim profile filament spool holder that's right on the top here. So
Wait, what?
Yeah. So if
Wait,
I get
that right there, that's a, what? Does that work?
yeah.
Holy cow!
Nomad, he's also hosting his own watch party for this.
Oh, awesome.
He is hosting-
There are multiple spool holder mods.
Yeah, but look at this!
Yeah.
Look at this!
So one that's a little bit more sturdy and it's far more compatible with more spools because this one only is compatible with spools that have an inner lip.
Okay, how many
So-
spools don't have an inner lip?
You'd be surprised. This one this one doesn't have one.
Oh, look at this, fiberology.
Yeah. You'd be surprised. So there are others. Breakcore 3D also made one as well. That actually is a full holder, so you can put whatever spool you want on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I will say, please be careful if you're putting spools on the top of your printer. It will balance it a bit. The printer as a whole is roughly 3 kilograms.
Did you just create the word debalance?
Yes.
Is that a real word? Is that a real word?
Yes.
Okay.
I wouldn't know.
So
Put D on anything.
So if you put on a 2 kilogram spool, you've moved the center of gravity far higher up on the printer. Because again, this whole thing is only 3 kilograms as a weight of the printer. So be careful with that. Probably stick to 1 kilogram spools or lighter.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. $1.99 from Jerry. Barnacle-Lee's Nerdgasm. $1.99, are you out of your mind? I love Joel and the sexy hedgehog next to him.
I do.
They can just throw dollar bills at us. I think that'd be more entertaining.
All I have
Who
is my
carries
debit
cash?
card.
As long as the money's 3D printed, it works here.
Yeah, that works great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
This is ingenious.
Right? And it's just a skateboard bearing and actually uses screws from the kit.
Really?
Yep.
But it's so smooth.
Right?
Like you don't even. This is ingenious. I love this. This sort of mechanism, I feel like, could be used in a lot of other 3D printers.
Yes, certainly. But yeah, there's a handful of them out. Like again, Breakcore 3D. He uses an old method from the Voron team, where you use a PTFE tube on a cylinder, and that makes it, less frictionless, so
Yeah.
it spins also super easy.
Okay, cool.
And his, it's like a full one, but you can clip it on, clip it off.
Got it. Okay.
So still portable and still kind of fits in a filament box.
Okay.
And the last
And it
two-
doesn't. Oh, it has this little thing on here, so it doesn't interrupt the belt for.
Yes. So this is the last mod. This is more of an aesthetic mod. It's harder to see, but this is actually from Steve. Steve Builds. Yeah. So Steve was not a huge fan of our original Z-Editor latch, which is fine.
Okay.
We realized that if you spin it the wrong way, it can loosen itself. So he designed one where that's not possible.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like something Steve would do.
It is,
Did
absolutely.
he do it while stroking his beard?
I presume so.
Yeah, probably.
So he designed this new editor latch. I like it because it adds more color to the printer, or more places where you can add color.
Well, yeah. Part of what makes this really interesting is your ability to customize this machine.
Oh,
and
yeah.
kind of make it your own.
It's so much easier. Like,
Well, and as someone in IT, not only do you have your custom tool set that you like to bring places, but the container they're in is probably special, and the bag is probably your own. You picked it for a reason. So this being another tool in your tool bag, really, you want to make it your own.
yeah. And so another thing that we have here, which this is a cosmetic mod, but I printed out little clear panels. So this is made by, I extracted the code for the top panels, and I just cut off the top and bottom in the slicer.
yeah.
So it's just infill. And this can go just right over, no, I had that upside down, right over the top panel, and just add more color to your printer. We've had people completely reprint these. I believe Crow, I think he's in chat, he made a diffuser delete mod where you 3D print this top part on a PEI bed. No, not PEI, PEO, the one with the carbon fiber texture on it.
Oh.
Yeah, so it still looks like it's carbon fiber, but it's slightly transparent because of the filament he used, so you see all the LEDs on the
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did something similar, but I just used the infill here, and you can just see right to the motherboard through the top panel.
Yeah, that is really cool over there.
Yeah. So there's so much you can do. Right now we're actually working with Ollie 3D. He has helped contribute to the project by giving us a modified fan duct that is much closer to the hot end than what our stock is. And we're working with him to improve our cooling performance because, as you saw with Prusa recently, they just released
They're 360 degree on the Mark
Yeah.
4S, right?
Now, we're very limited in space here, so we're not going to get 360 cooling
Sure.
on our nozzle. At least, I don't think we will, unless we use like resin. But for FDM prints, so you can print your own parts, we're working on improving our cooling duct to get as much cooling out of this as possible because we are using a 5015.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a decent sized
Yeah.
fan.
Most of this hot end is a fan. Seriously, like all of that is just fan.
That's incredible.
Like, all of this.
Do it.
That's
yeah.
just fan. That's the hot end itself right there. So if we can improve our cooling,
Here, we'll
this
scoot
can be
this. I'm
insane.
going to bring this a little bit closer.
Yeah,
there you go.
I've been slowly pushing it.
That's all right. Push it real good. Here we gotta make sure people look at that 3D&T printing with $1, with another $1. Cottage and Starfall with a 20. 1,
Coda!
2, 3, 4. Oh, you want to do a heart? Okay, I'll do a heart.
Coda's
that's
a
20.
very close friend of
Love the
mine,
both of you.
and-
Keep it up. Waves.
Coda's a very close friend of mine. He's actually a member of the team.
Coda sounds like good people there.
Coda's phenomenal.
Just Prince with $1. 3D&T printing with an 8.
well, he gave 2 earlier.
Yeah, I gave 2 earlier, so there's a 10. There's
Yeah.
a 10. Got tired of throwing dollars.
Math. I passed math.
SNR Tech Bites with a $5. There it is. Love this project. Thank you. Oh,
Thank you. Jinx.
Wait, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
That was creepy.
Voices sounded so good
It
together.
was so good. Harmonizing. We're gonna actually sing for money after this.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my money. Hello, my lifetime. Yeah.
It's so crazy looking at you when you step off the stool.
So Now, let's go over some of the new stuff that we're coming
Yeah,
out
new
with.
stuff. I'd love to see that.
So, if you guys have seen from Dom on on Twitter, as well as from our Twitter, we're working on a new bed. So this is a PCB bed for the Positron. So if we remove this, the magnets are very strong. So we're working on this.
Oh, a standard PCB heat bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, because we're using glass, you are pretty much limited to PLA and PETG. That's fine. Most people print in PLA. We did a study recently, and yeah, like every poll that has asked what people use, PLA is the #1 material.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, of course. Of
So
course.
we originally aimed it just for PLA and
That makes
PETG
sense.
because it's easy. But obviously, this has a lot of use if you can bring it with you and have a small collapsible enclosure. You could print ABS ASA,
Oh.
but you can't do it on glass
No.
because you'll just rip chunks out, Smitsky.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Smitsky. ASA is.
Yep. So, yeah, what's really funny about this, at all the rep festivals that we go to, aside from the question, why upside down, one of the most common questions is, how does it stick to the glass? Weird, huh?
Yeah.
Because you and I remember when it was always glass.
Yeah.
It was
of course.
just glass.
It was glass, yeah.
We just used, sorry, Smitsky reacted. We just used borosilicate glass on all of our printers because that was what was the standard until the PEI started to become
Yeah,
ubiquitous.
oh yeah, like the powder coating and the satin coating and the.
So we have
yeah.
a lot of people who joined the community during this transition period who never knew about glass.
Huh.
Yeah. Huh. So
Well, and lots of adhesion additives like nanopolymer adhesive and magic goo and 3D gloop and everything like that. You now can print on more types of materials and even have better performance on glass.
oh yeah, we always travel with a thing of nanopolymer.
Yeah.
This stuff's great.
I love that stuff.
And when you're printing at a convention, you don't know that type of environment that well. There's so much dust, there's so much stuff floating around.
Yeah.
Your bed adhesion goes out the window at those rep rap festivals. So always having something that's just useful.
Have you ever had nanopolymer crack one of the beds or take any glass out of it?
No?
I don't know if it's just the borosilicate the Ultimaker uses, but on my Ultimaker 3, I've taken chunks out of printing ASA, not PLA, but ASA using nano adhesive. I've taken physical chunks out of the
That's going to
borosilicate.
happen if you use nothing on your bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just straight up on the glass. ASA will do
ASA
that.
loves glass.
Smisky.
Man.
Oh, are you printing something?
Yeah, after
Yeah.
destroying 3 plates, I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop doing this.
Someone happened.
Look at that, it's going.
Yeah.
It's so quiet.
One of my favorite things about the glass bed is that, all right, it is a little too close to the bed.
I didn't realize the servos were that quiet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for bed leveling.
Yeah,
It's-
it's super easy.
Is it?
Yeah, because all you have to do is you can see the first layer, and so you just tram it here real quick.
Oh, I see.
and you're good to go.
Oh.
And I only really ever have to put this in like the first time I unfold it real quick, tram the bed, and you're good to go.
Okay.
Because we have since changed to a ZN stop, which is far more reliable of a system. The bed is way too close right now,
Well, yeah.
so let me tram that much further away. Yeah, it is.
I think you're etching the glass.
Thankfully, not.
Oh no. Okay.
So the bed is on springs, so I have not.
Oh.
Knock on wood, I've not scratched my glass.
Okay. Okay.
So
Zombie Hedgehog. Jerry needs to finish his 2.4.
yeah.
Yep. Nope.
Yep.
That's the rule. I can't take on anything else until the 2.4 is built and running.
No Positron for you. No, I'm kidding.
We're just chasing gremlins now. It's built. It's just we got to get the gremlins out.
Oh, I completely understand that.
Hey, look at little LDO graphic.
Oh yeah,
on
yeah.
there.
The screen has a custom boot animation, which people have already modded.
Sure.
I saw one person put Bongo Cat on the boot.
Yeah, why
animation.
not?
Because
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Mine's gonna be anime.
Of course, yours is going to be anime.
So then, okay. So now nozzle too close. You did a power cycle.
Yep.
What's the next step?
So we're just going to, let it boot back up because I just did an e-stop on it. Let's make sure we hit cooldown, and then I'm going to home it. Honestly, so the fastest way to make sure that you're, correctly set is just to run a quick Z calibrate. So
Okay.
just like with any printer, if you leave it off for a while, it's going to kind of forget where the Z is. And
Okay.
I'm realizing now what my problem is. Before I came out, I moved the extruder, which has the Z end stop on it.
Oh.
So I moved this extruder and I never I never redid my Z calibration.
Oh.
So it was very off.
Okay, but now you're doing it. Now you're going to do your Z calibration.
Yep. So we have a macro that we're working on to move it right into the correct spot.
Okay.
But now I'm just going to...
Now there's boogies on the nozzle. Does that matter?
Not really.
But you're still going to take care of it.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Anyone have like a business card or something? You know, standard little piece of paper?
Paper?
Jerry has his Microsoft badge.
You want to use my own Microsoft badge?
Sure.
I would be proud to donate my Microsoft badge.
No, come on. We got paper. We don't have to use that unless you want.
I wanna-
use that.
I wanna
to
use a Microsoft badge.
Go for it. Show it to camera too.
That's going to be too thick, though, isn't it?
This is a real...
That is a real Microsoft badge.
If it's
15
too
years.
thick, we can fix that.
That's right. Okay.
So,
Sure. Let's
Go
use it.
ahead.
All right. Full,
All the
full
haters that
send.
thought I didn't work there for 15 years.
I've learned something new.
Well, Microsoft back then, you probably just walked in there and printed it yourself.
Knowing Microsoft security, that probably still would open every door on the Redmond campus.
Oh,
Delegion. I will probably never buy a 3D printer, but I love seeing the things people make with them. Well, I'll never say never. There might be an opportunity in the future where there's something very cool that you want to make to fix a problem or because you want to make a gift for somebody or something. And with 3D printers being really, really good machines for not a lot of money, you could maybe pick up one at that point and get to it. No requirements, obviously, but I mean, I'm really glad that we can bring you fun content about 3D printing that you're enjoying.
yeah.
Jerry is just Bill Gates in a fluffy suit.
No. We're not associating me with Bill Gates. He's,
Okay, so you did your... Oh,
Yep. So now... I did.
Sweet. I knew it'd be good for something again one day.
Yeah, I need to... I made an error in one of my recent updates to this config where I just have to move the Z-axis up a little bit by hand. They're still, in development. But with the community, we're massively...
is it ever not in development?
No. So one fun fact. So we are... Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve Bills, I got a member for 31 months. Hi, 3D Printing Nerd and Jason and the Positron team.
So one thing that we ran into when we went to Rocky Mountain is we didn't realize just how unreliable our IR sensor was.
IR
until
sensor for what?
We used it for leveling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But here's the thing. When we were developing this, we had it in rooms that were lit exclusively by LEDs. And in windowless rooms.
Okay.
My workshop is in a basement very far away from any source of natural light. We kind of forgot to account for natural IR emissions. So once we brought this to Rocky Mountain, we started like, why is this different every time we print? It's because of...
Sunlight.
Yeah. So we immediately added the Z end stop as a required part of the printer.
Okay.
Now, batch 1 didn't get this, but batch 2 and forward will.
Oh, okay.
So the Z end stop will be included. And we've already changed all of our 3D files to ensure
perfect.
that anyone
Okay.
that has printed parts within the past few months has printed the parts for this.
Okay, that's good.
So, we're constantly, as the printer gets out more and more, Coda still has PTSD from the IR sensor. As we get the printer out more and more to more people, there are small bugs that people are figuring out fun solutions for.
Okay.
There was another user that created what I like to call a basement camera. So they cut out a hole in their top panel and they put a camera just right below the surface. So it is a print camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
And it just fits.
Is that something you would ever add into a kit?
It's hard to say. Maybe.
Okay.
What we have stuff that we're working on where we're working on future expansion and kind of expanding the capabilities.
Okay.
So we are looking at adding, say, more USB ports so that people could add that sort of thing.
That makes sense.
And
all right.
one of the things that obviously, hey, with a PCB bed, I can't see anything through this.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes away one of the nice things about having a clear glass bed.
Yeah.
Which is why this is going to be an add-on that people can get. This
I
is
see.
not going to be like
that
the
makes a lot of
default.
sense.
Because again, most people print PLA.
Oh, and sourcing for the camera might be difficult.
Yes. So one of the things we're working on is like a nozzle camera, because that would be great.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
you can see your first layer and how everything's sticking. So that's one thing we're working on.
Okay.
Whether that will be included in the kit, it's hard to say. Our goal is not to make the kit more expensive, because we aimed for the price of a V0.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
We wanted to, because the V0 was pretty much considered like the portable kit printer.
Right.
Up until the portable kit printer. And
Well, the V0 is a box. It was
Yeah.
a well-built box that people could just bring somewhere, plug in, and it would take care of things
Yeah.
and make little stuff.
and it's still an amazing printer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like out of the box, it can do ASA, ABS, no problem. So it's still a phenomenal printer. I love the V0s. I love tiny printers. So
I can tell.
we wanted to aim at that price range because we thought that would be a good value range. So adding things like cameras to the kits, it gets a little bit tricky because we
Okay.
don't want to increase the price of the kit. But we might create like mod kits or something so that people can get the parts they need to do that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, that's an interesting way to go about it.
Because, I mean, if you're using your glass bed, you don't really need anything to look at your first layer because you can just see your first layer as I'm about to demonstrate. So let's go ahead and print from Maker Viking.
Ooh.
His wolf.
You're Viking. He's
Yeah.
a good dude.
He's awesome. Love him.
How long does it take for things to heat up?
It only takes a couple minutes.
Okay.
Obviously, so the bed uses an ITO coating on the back to heat everything up.
What's ITO?
Indium tin oxide.
Oh.
Yeah, so on this side here, don't use any metal tools on this side of the glass because you can damage it and that will cause problems.
Oh.
This is only a few microns thick.
Which is why you can see through it.
Yes.
But, but that's enough of a coating to do the. Oh, okay.
Yep. So
Cool.
we have it rated for 80. It can go higher. We don't recommend it because we don't want you to damage the bed.
Yeah, it makes sense. Well, just like the 22 IDEX there, it's rated to 200C, but it'll go to 300.
Yeah. I know the number that will break your bed. I'm not going to tell you because then you're going to try it and then you're going to break your bed. So it's rated for 80.
Which isn't bad. That's Pet G Zone easy.
Yeah. And
That's ASA-ish?
it can.
'Kay.
Again, so I will say it can get to 100 without breaking. I will not say the number past that will break it because someone will try.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't want to handle that warranty claim.
No. No, you don't.
But speaking on warranty claims, if there is ever a problem with the printer, LDO has been absolutely amazing with making sure that parts get out to replace anything that breaks.
Good job, Jason.
So we had a problem with our heater cartridges. So we use a bamboo style heater cartridge, but we use a 72-watt heater cartridge. These are custom made. These are not off
Yeah,
the shelf.
that's not a normal heater cartridge wattage value.
So we're making them slightly thicker for the next batch to make them a little bit more resilient.
Okay.
And we're redesigning the actual clip itself to put a little bit less pressure on it because the clip that we did design was just a little too tight.
Okay.
So some heaters got cracked. We shipped out replacement parts immediately.
Oh, good.
And
Okay.
now any kit you get will have a spare one in the kit. So if anything happens, anything breaks, we got a spare. And if anything else breaks, LDO has been extremely quick at replacing everything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Someone's saying, I've still got my Positron V3 sat broken on a shelf until I get access to a CNC again and can jank my way to a V3.1.
Yeah. So the V3 just had so many, we designed it in university. So it wasn't like we had a huge machine shop.
Yeah, I understand that.
So we kind of built, instead of having the top panel flush with the bottom like we do now, we used little metal spacers because that's what we had. And that was just
okay.
a good way to add spacers. And that was just not a great solution. 1 second. Let me just focus on the bed real quick and make sure that yep, that looks like a good layer.
Really? So the Microsoft badge worked, huh?
It looks like it's about to. Let's see.
Hey, we found something Microsoft's good for.
I know, right?
That actually
We need
is
to cherish this moment.
a really good first layer.
I can't tell from here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna scoot it down a little bit.
Down meaning,
Actual down.
okay.
Yeah, that's a good first layer. And that's another great thing about this. Like, I don't
Here,
have to.
I'm gonna move that camera real quick because I want people to be able to see that. Adam, I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Away from the bed on each pass. Yeah. It's really neat to see it. Stupid gravity.
Screw gravity.
When it's painting, it's like normal.
That's true.
Yeah.
When you got here, did you notice me and Nomad didn't walk outside? If we walk outside without precautions, straight to the sun.
There we go.
Yeah, our anti-grav engines are a little too strong. I have to stay indoors. That's why I'm a basement dweller. That's why I live in my parents' basement.
That's why.
Yeah, I wish it was a joke.
So I live in my parents' basement upstairs.
Yeah, we had a little bit of schmutz on the nozzle, so I have to stop it.
Okay.
But now I know that it is it's level. So it's as easy as that.
Okay.
Thinking stuff said, why is it printing upside down? Because it's cool, that's why. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, nozzle schmutz.
Everybody should print upside down.
Yeah.
Show gravity who's boss.
So you'll notice our silicon sock is uniquely designed,
Yes.
and that's because we had to add a little cup to catch any dribble.
Oh really?
Yeah. So the silicon sock is designed to catch anything that just kind of oozes off,
Oh. Okay.
so that it doesn't get into your gears and stuff.
Well, maybe we should actually get this one going. This is the one that
Yeah.
you played with on stream, and maybe. Do we need to prep the bed at all?
Nope.
Okay.
Both of these beds are clean.
Okay.
They don't have anything on them. So yeah, I will let you. You're all plugged in, so all you have to do is put power and plug in your screen.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Let's get this stuff out of the way. And then I will.
Here, I'll move camera back to this printer because that's.
And we can also go through slicing because
Oh yes.
I only have one test thing for you on your printer.
It's all right. Oh hey, that's not bad right there.
There we go. We're gonna need his Microsoft badge again to make sure.
It eventually will stop bouncing. It's a really high quality tripod.
I think I want another one.
We'll get up the red and camp set.
I don't know if it was more than $10 from Amazon at the time,
Right?
but it worked at the time. I mean, look at it. It's still working right now. Hey, go to that camera real quick, Adam. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at that camera hold position. I'm stomping. I'm doing. I mean, look at that.
It's a concrete floor.
Shh.
Yeah, now let me come over there and do it.
They'll start. The Richter scale will go off in Ohio.
Get the little cup with the water on it. Put on there. Go Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah. The spoon of Jello.
Yep.
Let's see. I will. I'm gonna throw it up.
To be clear, I am also very overweight for my size.
Tom says it looks like a hybrid of a resin or a filament or something.
Right? We've had many people point that out. It's very interesting.
Okay, plugged in.
I'm actually surprised that more people haven't tried to print with resin using an FDM system where they're basically using like UV light to cure it as it's coming out of the nozzle, so you can actually build a bridge without it falling at all.
So Proper Printing did that. Created a custom hot end. Oh yeah.
I didn't see that. That's
Oh yeah, and Massivit. That's how their machine works. They have a
Interesting.
4 mil nozzle, and the acrylic gel they use is called diamond gel, and it cures it. They can actually do 90-degree overhangs.
Yeah, I was gonna
unsupported.
say, let me guess, they have a patent on it and it's closed source.
It's $1 million machine.
Okay, so that's why nobody in the open source realm's touching that, right? Okay.
Rise to the challenge, open source.
Prices, man.
Is this the in hole?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, now the screen. Oh,
Hey, Nomad, you're not overweight, you're under tall.
The sad thing is, if I was just 6 foot, I would look
I
phenomenal.
love it.
okay. So where does this go?
Used to be poured
Oh, right
here.
there. Do I do the no, the right?
Yep.
Okay.
Thankfully, because it's USB-C, it don't matter.
That's a big bone.
There we go.
That was looking a little schmutzy.
Okay, and then Ma. Okay. 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 Power is right here.
Yep.
Look at this. I turned on my Positron.
You did. Be
Black
proud.
hole in 3, 2,
Open up a portal to the netherworld.
Here, go on this camera there, Adam. Let's see if I can. There we go. You can kind of see it. I don't want to point at the light, but there's a little custom animation going right there.
Oh, is that the controller for it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
is a
that's
Raspberry Pi
awesome.
CM4.
That's
so
awesome.
don't disconnect it while it's printing.
Oh, yeah.
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 Now, before, our screen was attached directly to the front, and that was not movable at all. So that wasn't great, because that could easily break off. But having it this way, oh,
Is that 'cause you're streaming the code, like streaming the code serially over USB? So if you pull the plug,
Yeah, it's
it
just Clipper.
stops?
yeah, that's how Clipper
Oh,
works.
oh, yeah, I got a Clipper screen up.
Yeah.
That's right,
Adam,
Clipper
overhead,
does do
please.
that, doesn't it? It's
There
like
we go, look at that.
sending the G code real time as it's creating.
Look at that, Clipper screen.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Look at that. Okay, super familiar. All
So
right.
let's go ahead, and I will let you level your bed, or calibrate your end stop.
Okay.
You saw me do it.
I saw you do it, but I didn't see you tap the thing. Oh, Z calibrate. Mm-hmm. Okay. New, saved, move distance. Start.
And stop.
And stop. Wasn't the original one with string?
Yes, synchromesh cable.
Synchromesh, sorry, not strings.
We
Synchromesh.
single-handedly caused a supply chain shortage in the middle of the pandemic because of that.
Really?
Yep. So there's only one company in the world that makes synchromesh cables. Only one.
Two companies make
Oh, okay, two companies.
Yeah, in the world, one in US and one in Japan. We inquired both, and both
Yeah.
have very long time and also very large MOQ.
Yeah, so the US company that makes synchromesh cable was like questioning whether or not the orders our community was making were legit or they were being scammed because we had so many people ordering synchromesh cables when we released the V3. As a result, there was a supply chain shortage, and only recently did we learn that those cables are also used in the medical industry. So we caused a potential supply chain shortage in the medical industry during COVID-19.
Not good.
Good job, dude.
blame Nomad.
I tried doing this. It said it reached the full Z travel, and it didn't find something. It put the new offset at 37.75.
That's weird.
I just want to make sure I'm doing the right stuff here.
I think you were.
If you haven't seen any magic smoke, you're probably doing all right.
Yeah, no green smoke.
No, I see what's happening.
What happened?
That's just the bug that
Well,
I
it's also
have
very
in the
plastic
firmware
and,
that I deployed
Oh,
that I have to work on.
so how do we fix that?
I have to adjust firmware to move the Z bed higher before it homes.
Oh, okay. That's that bug.
What the? Was it still triggered?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm working on this exact bug.
Working on it. We're working on it. No magic smoke and no red Loctite. That's right. That's right.
This is the red Loctite one. It's
Wait,
working.
which one's is the blue Loctite or red Loctite forever?
Red Loctite.
Oh, okay.
As I found out when building that printer. So I bought Loctite on Amazon a while back just
Yeah.
because
Sure, we all need it. Yeah.
Yeah, and at the time, the one that was cheapest and the quickest to get to me was a small thing of red Loctite.
Okay.
Now, I didn't know that the color indicated strength.
Oh, it does. Yeah.
I thought it was just kind of, this is liquid Loctite. It must just be red. I went to build this Positron,
No.
and I put that Loctite on, and everything was going great. No problems at all. And then I realized that I put the idler for the XY belt a little too high, so I had to adjust it.
Oh.
Fabrico sent me new motors.
Yeah. 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 Oh, what's it doing?
I'm homing it.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, because the bed might have been triggered before, so now it's
Yes.
not.
Okay, something's wrong. So during shipping, something happened. I will have to figure that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to do it live?
We certainly can.
Do you just need to hook up your laptop and?
Not really.
Oh. Yeah. What's troubleshooting if not done live?
Right? So we're just going to turn it off. Raise that up. And I think either
Okay, while you're doing that, chat, how's it going? You guys doing good? I hope. Well, Nomad here is gonna go kick some butt.
Yeah. But do you have Orca Slicer on your
I do!
computer? Is it the latest version?
I can check.
So let's get this connected to your Wi-Fi.
Oh, you know, maybe what we should do, I have an idea, is not use the streaming computer.
That's probably good.
Let me go get a different computer.
Yes. Oh, that computer.
I can spin up a hotspot for this.
It should be fine. It is his printer, after all.
Yeah, it's my printer.
Yeah, I just got to make sure the end stop is... let me be clear. My soldering skills are not good. At all. So this could very much just be a problem with my soldering.
Your wedding?
Soldering?
Okay, I say solder, but you say solder?
I don't know why I started saying soldering. I do not know why. Don't ask me when I started or why I started. I used to call it soldering. I do not know why I swapped.
Framework computer.
Yes.
Linux.
Very nice. I try to get...
Look at a Microsoft badge.
I would not be getting those too close together.
Yeah, that's when we're going to have a nuclear implosion.
That's when the singularity will
I'll
happen.
plug it in a smart card reader and that'll catch fire.
All right. Since I don't know your
Have you ever, because you got a Flipper Zero, right? Have you ever tapped this to the Flipper Zero to see what it does? What's on it?
I cloned it. It actually has a code on it. It's probably like 64 characters long.
Really?
Yeah, and each time you tap it, it changes.
No.
So yeah, it's got some kind of rolling thing on it where it's
Cool.
like every time you read it, it's
Go ahead
something
and connect to
different.
Wi-Fi.
Oh, connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay.
Make sure to tell everyone your Wi-Fi password.
And the name of it. Definitely got to do the name of it.
And the name of it. And your mother's social.
I'm tapping things and it's not. Oh wait, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Don't look at my Wi-Fi. Jeez.
Oh, actually, no, it was the smart chip that had the rolling code.
It's 1876554.
It's not. Liar pants.
No, I take that back. When I
That's the
scanned
same as my
card-
luggage tag.
Joe, when I scanned the card, I actually did have one number because I remember we did clone it successfully and open the door on building 26.
Really?
So yeah, it was a solid code, but it also has a smart chip on it for sliding into a smart card reader.
Yeah.
That one has the rolling encryption key.
Ah, okay.
So it's got two mechanisms built into the card. I should try to log into like Microsoft's CorpNet and see if it still lets me.
It should give me a success, right?
And for the love of
Geek Toy Box. Linux, no light burn for you. I know. I know. But that's okay.
Yeah.
I can use wine.
Yep.
Linux is for people that don't pirate Windows.
Well, actually, I don't think that's currently possible. I think they're working on that. At least I think Wine is, because it requires Lightburn for its licensing uses a special thing that Wine does not support.
It's attempting to connect, but it's not having a good time.
I like the Wi-Fi name.
It's appropriate.
It is. Think of all the Wi-Fi names he could have, and then throw them out because it's definitely not one of them.
Okay, I'm gonna try again. It's got an exclamation.
Oh, you got click over
Okay.
the side.
Okay, so
To be fair, the CM4s as a whole, all CM4s are finicky with Wi-Fi's.
really,
Yeah. And Clipper Screen has a handful of just bugs on Clipper Screen. We're working them out.
Wait, is it the hardware or the software that has an issue?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Clipper Screen just has like a couple bugs that are here and there, because Clipper Screens wasn't made with a portable printer in mind, per se.
no, it wasn't.
And the CM4 always has had doesn't like 5 gigahertz kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Standard Pi quirks. So.
I actually do have quite a few problems with 5G, even with my PF Sense box that I built.
Oh, yeah.
In my house, some devices play perfectly with it. Other devices just will not stay connected to it no matter what. You have to pair them all the time.
It's really weird. It's just like one of those things. We're trying to fix it, but we're not really in control of it.
It's not wanting to connect to my Wi-Fi.
Huh. Well, that's a
If
great.
we have to, we can adapt or share from the laptop over.
Yeah.
I have the process of doing that in Ubuntu memorized.
Nathan, you want to hop up for a minute? I need to step away for just a second here.
Oh, well, here, just.
No, I'll just go.
Do you see the network, Jerry's iPhone?
Turn you on.
What?
Do you see the network, Jerry's iPhone?
Yeah, you're.
By operation.
It does. It shows. Oh, let's see. It does show.
Hey, I'm Nomad now. No, I'm Graham now.
Yeah, you are. 6'8". This is a big boy.
I can never be that good looking.
Okay, there we go. It is on the network. Okay, good.
Awesome.
Okay, so now we have to wait for him, right?
Yeah.
Oh, here. If you're on camera, we should mic you.
Yeah. Wrap me up.
It's just temporary,
Yeah.
so I'm just gonna
Clip it on my collar.
clip it on your shirt right there. Sure.
All right, now while we wait for him, I have one
go.
thing we can do.
What's that?
Just do this.
I thought you were talking about something productive.
At every event that we go to, when we're in the background of videos, we'll just sit here and do this.
It's a good way to do it.
That's all we will do.
That's what you should do to have fun. Mm-hmm. Graham, I'm stealing all your RF. No, oh, Nomad's Galaxy did mention sweet.
You know what the
This is
best thing
good.
is?
What's that?
I will never know what Chad is saying. So for those of you that don't know, I'm visually impaired. So if you say anything about me in chat, I won't see it until I walk off screen, and I can do nothing about it then.
Nathan has a cane.
I do. I have a sight cane that
Yeah.
I use sometimes. Oh, I should have brought it today. We could have made you walk around the studio with it.
Yeah. Oh, I would. I don't know. If you kick things in my way, I'd probably have a problem.
That'd be Jerry.
But there are times, like when I walk in here half awake, and I just have to figure out where I'm going.
Yeah, you kind of sit. You're kind of feeling around, sensing where everything
Yeah.
is.
Look at that. I've got the
There you go.
Positron up here, and it's Clipper.
So is it the Positron or the Jolatron?
Well, I don't know. Where would it say the machine name? It registers on the network as
Well,
Pi.
the thing is, we need them to pick the name.
Oh. Sure. All right, chat. Here you go. So with this Positron right here, this one's going to live at the studio. It needs a name. And I would love it if you could shout out some names. And I'll pick one of them, and that will forever be the name of this Positron.
To keep it the name of the spirit, it has to have Tron or Itron at the end of it.
Okay.
So
That makes sense.
we got to let them pick.
Like Catatron.
Yeah. We have somebody made the
Jolatron.
Positron. The Positron is absolutely amazing, and I love it.
The which one?
The Positron. It's a little cat-themed Positron LT.
Aw.
It's amazing. Yeah, PAW.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause. Thanks, Adam.
Yeah.
I get it now. I'm on board. Josephatron. Thanks, Maker's Mind. The Metatron.
Oh, we've not had that
Arthurtron.
one.
Grammatron. No, Graham.
That'll be the
No.
one I get you, Graham. That can be yours.
High Fivetron. Whatatron. Jolatron. Leader 1. Oh, Leader 1. Ooh. That's a GoBot, though, isn't it?
I don't know. You know more about that than I do.
Well, it's like if we're talking Jolatron, Charmatron, Shakatron.
I can only remember.
I see Jerry
some of the
typing. I'm
names.
not sure what's going to
Oh,
happen
no.
here. Ozzytron, Megatron. See,
Your Automod's taking out like 20 of my messages.
Well, yeah, this isn't your chat.
Megatron sounds cool. There must already be a Megatron Positron.
There's not. I don't think there is. But is it too big to be? I think it's too small to be mega.
High Fivetron, the 3D Tron, Trinitron, Fivetron. Name it after your daughter, the Citatron.
Wait, what's the other name for 5? Because 4 is quad. What's 5? Quintitron.
Quintatron, yeah. Itsy bitsy teeny weeny super fast print machiney. Tron.
It's the Flipatron.
The Flipatron, upside downatron.
So at the San Francisco
Synchrotron.
Hackerspace, we flipped one upside down. We were holding it, and it kind of survived.
Jeff Prince, look at that. Got to be named 3D printer, but upside down. Oh, that's brilliant. Trontron McTron face. Petatron, all right. These are some pretty good suggestions here.
We're gonna ruin Nomad's day with all these names when he comes back.
Somersaultatronus Rex. There you go.
Somersaultatronus Rex.
There you go.
Tron McTron face.
Oh, I was waiting for that one.
3DHP, what's up, Jerry? Not you, Jerry, other Jerry. Jerry's up. 3DHP is Jerry down in Las Vegas. You're Jerry here. We've now got at least 2 Jerrys.
Yeah,
on
I'm
the
the down
stream.
Jerry.
I just
Jerry's
realized
down
something.
right now. The other Jerry might be up, but Jerry's down right
Jerry
now.
down.
Yeah, I'm down.
Down. Ozzytron. Oi. Tron sounds similar to Chan. Yeah,
instead of
here.
Tron,
Look at
Ozzy.
Helmetier. Name it Steve. Oh, I love it.
If nothing else, if I have to pick the name, it's going to be Positron.
Invertitron. Better than your printeratron. Ooh.
You get that one. Limited
Yeah.
Jackietron, Teletron. Is there a Teletubby name? Tubbyatron?
Jerrytron.
Over the hedge. So at what point do we aggregate the
Burgatron.
suggestions and make a poll? I say just a dozen or so more. Bearded Bucket, I'm going to come across a name that someone suggests, and I'm going to be like, that's it. That's what's going to happen. Nomad got taller. Bluatron. See, Bluatron.
I don't. I
Your
don't
Momatron.
know.
Oh, your Momatron.
Oh.
That kind of works.
This might be
Your-
your
so-
Momatron.
So
Your
last one would say
Momatron.
Bluatron because that's what I named it when I was building it. But
It'd be like
I'm
Tron
happy to
Squared,
accept new
Tron.
names.
Tron squared.
Yeah, but Nomad, your Momatron.
Your Momatron. I like your Momatron.
Wiggy, that's
Might end up
Itatron.
amazing. Come back over here.
Wait, who said that? Who
Somebody
that?
said Nomad got taller.
Instead of Ronnie,
He
it's
did not get
Tronny.
taller.
Nope.
Unless. Now I have gotten taller. though.
Andrew Rogers, your Momatron. Did someone say it before that?
I don't think so.
I just want to make sure. Shit.
If you want to lock in your Momatron, a $500 donation.
I am happy with your Momatron. I would like to call it your Momatron. I think
That
that rolls
works.
off the tongue. I think that's fun. Andrew Rogers, you want a crisp high five. Ooh, thanks, guys. Thanks for that.
Wait, they got to do it too. They can't miss out on the high fives.
Oh, yeah.
chat,
Cameron,
high five.
come on, chat. Jason!
Jason, give him the high five.
No, high five. There you go.
Okay. I think
Randy Lovin, your Momatron is win.
Your Momatron.
You want your stool?
It
in
has to be yo Momatron. Yo Momatron.
Your old Momatron.
here? Yeah.
Let's make sure this works first.
Oh, are you fixing it?
Yep. Hopefully fixing it.
Does that cable ever catch up there?
Fixed it.
What was the problem?
Screw came loose.
That was it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Which screw?
It's one of the screws that held down the Z end stop.
Oh.
Yeah. Fine.
All right.
I can
Nathan,
do that.
come here.
All right.
Thanks for standing in.
Yep.
Thanks for adding
There you go.
to it.
All right.
For now, goodbye. I'm going away, you crazy people.
Yeah.
Wow. wow.
All right. Let me know when I can put this under my shirt.
Go for it. It's all muted. All right.
I still think we should gorilla tape that.
I got you. You hold that. Gonna mic you up. You're gonna sound real pretty. There we go.
All right.
Wait. Don't put it in your butt yet. There you go.
So
3D&T printing with a Fiverr. Yo Momatron.
yeah, so Nathan has had the luxury of being here for a day. I just landed a few hours ago.
Yeah.
So
Fresh off the plane.
my body ain't happy. It's like I'm not in Philly anymore. No, we're not in Philly anymore.
Do you need anything like a Red Bull or a cookie or something?
I would enjoy a Red Bull.
I will go get you a Red Bull.
Well, thank
okay,
you.
I will go get you a Red Bull. I am a good host.
He's left me alone.
Going to grab a Red Bull.
Revolution!
Yeah.
Viva la revolution! Just gonna take this.
We're doing anarchy things?
Anarchy! Yeah, so to go over what happened here. I forgot about the one other mod I made to this printer. I made a inline little shim that clicks in the
What?
the end stop rather than using a lever on the end stop itself. So the end stop just got
How is it
pushed
sketched?
away because the screw was loose. So I just loosened it, pushed it out,
okay.
screwed it back in. We're good. Simple. Thank you, good sir.
There we go.
Not sponsored?
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
Come on, Red Bull.
Come on.
Tech Geek, you can hear Joel. Yeah, you can. So now we're at a point where, let's see.
All right, so let's try this again.
Okay.
I
I want to
will.
make sure. Can camera see that, Adam? Wait. Oh, jeez. There we go. Okay. Oh, I
right, so
elbowed you. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Oh. That's something that we've been working on.
It just made a farty sound.
Yep.
Oh, that was the end stop.
Yeah, so it uses sensors homing on
Okay.
X and Y because we haven't figured out how to make end stops float in midair.
Not yet?
Not yet.
You haven't beaten that roll?
No.
Okay, so I am going to here,
Yep.
Z-calibrate.
Yes. Start and then end stop.
Start and then end stop.
Yep, and where is that ID?
Unknown command, bed mesh clear.
That's fine. That's just something from
Okay,
another printer that we stole.
so I need to raise the nozzle. No, lower the
Lower.
nozzle.
Yep. Go ahead and lower it. Teamwork makes the dream work. Slow down just a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, a little bit more. Like a nudge.
I'll go here.
One more. Nudge it up once. Nudge it up. Nudge it up. Perfect.
Okay, so that's thicker than a sheet of paper.
That is, but then as you can see with this print that's running just fine, we could easily just readjust it
Okay.
once we start printing. So we're gonna, save it,
Oh, okay.
let it reboot. Yeah, so again, we just had to do that because I moved the end stop, both with the fix I just did, as well as before I flew, I adjusted the whole height of it to get it to fold nicely. So that was my fault. Again, I just flew in literally like 4 hours
He
ago.
just got off the plane.
Yeah, if we had
guys.
more time, I would be, doing
Elmas
this today.
Guzman with a 2. Blumetronator.
Blumetron.
That sounds like a Doofenshmirtz thing.
Blumetronator.
Blumetronator.
Oh, hello, it's Perry the printer.
Perry.
Oh, hello, Perry.
I can't make the Perry. If you can make the Perry the Platypus noise, you are an awesome person. I cannot make it.
And if you can make a Perry the Platypus Positron, please tag
Dan
Dan
Povenmire.
Povenmire. Thank you.
There you go.
Because I think he would love to see that. Look, there's a keystone here. You could easily make that brown and the rest of this a teal green.
Oh, yeah.
You could make Perry the
Yellow,
Positron.
It has to be a yellow-orange for the extruder body.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yellow-orange for the extruder.
Okay, so we're technically Z-calibrated.
Yes.
Now at this point, we
We can print.
print. Okay.
So, if you want to slice something new, we can. Or we can... What do we even have on here?
I don't know. You tell me.
I have a Positron XY cube and the Cali lantern. The Cali lantern will take an hour or two.
What is the Cali lantern?
Oh, so Vector 3D, Adam from Vector 3D, designed a calibration tool called the Cali lantern.
I thought it was the cauliflower.
He did create that, so that is in the XY plane only.
Yes.
The Cali lantern also allows you to adjust for the skew in the Z direction.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I printed one out for you so that your printer has that tuned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Well, do we print that or do we put something
I
new?
think I just accidentally... I'll be fine. My hands totally just restarted.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
If this print fails, it's because I just told it to move Z a lot.
SNR Tech Bytes. Perry the Printertron.
Yes, please. I love that.
Agent Tron.
So,
So, well, okay. How hard is it to slice something?
in the latest version of Orca Slicer, Positron's built in.
Is it really?
Yep. As
well-
of version 2.1, we are in there. Now, I will be clear, our team is still working on tuning that profile. It is a very basic profile right now.
Everything is in motion.
One thing I can't stress enough, this is a kit printer. So just like a Voron, it will work as good as you put the effort in. So if you put 0 effort into building a Positron, just like a Voron, it won't work great. But if you put love and affection and effort, it's going to work great. It's Joe Kalon, as I mentioned before, is making this thing do insane speeds because he's tuned it really well.
I happen to have Orca Slicer V2.11.
That's it. Yep.
Okay.
So yeah,
New project.
New project.
Printer. Select remove printers.
Yep, and then just search Positron.
Look
Right
at that! What size nozzle's on there?
0.4.
0.4. Oh, now we're cooking with gas.
And now if you notice, the bed is right side up.
It is right
in,
side up.
in the slicer. But to just orient yourself, there's holes in the back of that bed there that show where the 2 screws for the PCB bed are.
Oh, here, I can show that.
Yep.
So there's,
Oh, careful.
oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. There's Orca Slicer 2.1.1 on
Now-
a Linux laptop with the ability to slice for a positron.
Crow, were you not here earlier? Because I shouted you out with your basement camera mod.
Crow's awesome.
Crow is awesome. And so one fun thing with Orca Slicer, you can actually upload your own custom model to Orca Slicer to show off your printer. We did upload to our GitHub if you want to swap it out for one that's like a little bit more detailed.
Okay.
We do have one that's the entire bed assembly, including the Y arm, so the whole thing will actually show. That's in our GitHub.
I'll go to printables. What should we print?
Come on, chat. What should we print?
Wait, what about Zombie Hedgehog? He's got his
Ooh,
he's got
got
his,
a bunch
his
of
thing,
cool
right?
yeah. We're gonna go ahead and use some Polymaker. This is silk, so it'll be a little stringy because it's silk.
The Swatch truck.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, why not?
Yeah.
Okay. We're doing the Zombie Hedgehog Swatch truck. Has Bill Steele added a 3D chameleon to a positron yet?
So no, but
Is he
do you
gonna?
know Rob from Armored Turtle?
No.
So Armored Turtle, they are working on something called the A-Track. The A-Track is an AMS-like system that uses like cartridges.
Oh.
Yeah. So this printer here, let me tell a little bit about this printer here. So this is not my positron, it is one I built, but this is our community R&D positron. So the idea of this positron is that we are going to send it to community members who have really cool ideas for the positron, but can't afford to buy one or don't have the time to build one. So we can send this out to them on loan for people to kind of develop whatever they're working on for the positron to help expand
That
the
is kinda
community
cool.
work. So Ollie3D, who I mentioned earlier, who helped us with this current fan duct, he's going to be the first recipient of this unit. In fact, as soon as we get back to Philly, I'm sending this out to him so that he can experiment with resin cooling ducts to see if we could really push this cooling system. Yeah.
I do have, I've got a Form 4 upstairs with their transparent resin.
Oh, yeah.
Which would transparent Detron.
Oh yeah, I would love to see a fully
That would
transparent
be
positron.
that would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zombie Hedgehog, look at that. Swatch Trucker Classic. Okay, so I've loaded it.
Yep.
I've got it on there. So
All right.
now we have to load filaments though.
Yes. So go to extruder here.
Okay.
Now we're going to hit load, but the first thing you want to do, go ahead and turn this printer around
turn the printer around.
so we can walk you through how to feed the filament. So our printer is a little bit different on how it feeds filament.
Well, here, we got to make it so camera can see.
Yep.
Okay.
So rather than go straight through the extruder like what you would normally think, it actually comes in through the back of the extruder. So if you peel that back right here, there's a little indent right there.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
Yep. That is where you feed the filament. So
Got
let's
it.
go ahead.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. Why are we doing this? Why don't we... I got a whole wall of filament here.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's pick something else.
All right.
Have you printed any, have you printed any,
Remember, the violet is beautiful.
You're beautiful.
Thank you.
And for those wondering, what we're printing with this printer is Cookie CAD uniform.
Here we go. Here we go. What about Amy Double D's Blood of My Enemies Red?
Oh, I have some Blood of My Enemy. I haven't used it yet. I've been too worried.
Well, then let's
Let's use it.
use it.
Yeah.
Company gave up that blood.
That's definitely probably some of mine.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw it right in here.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're gonna hit load, and that will move everything.
Oh, look at that.
It'll rehome
Okay.
the bed.
Sure. I'm holding it here just in case, you know.
Yeah.
It's warming up. Oh, 60 degrees, 70 degrees.
So because
Hey,
we're
it's going quick. You said it's 72 watt heater,
Yeah.
right?
And since the thermal mass is, it's hard to say. It's slightly less than like a larger printer,
Okay.
but also slightly more than, say, something like a bamboo.
Oh, okay.
It's able to heat up pretty quickly. Like, we're already at 167.
Yeah.
And we just hit the button.
Yeah, and now we're at 180.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty quick.
So, like, if
CBS 78097. I have some blood on my enemies, but not in filament. A warrior, I see. Oh, look at that. It's taking it.
Yep. Now, admittedly, I have not tested this spool holder with a protopasta spool.
You just did, and look at it go.
Yeah, it's working. I am noticing cardboard spools typically have that inner lip. So there you go. The little cup worked, and
Did it?
yeah,
It looks like it. Okay, well, kinda, I guess.
it's always gonna, when you first load the filament, it's always gonna kind of splooge. We're all nerds here. There's really no way to describe
This is wavy.
Woo! Wee!
I'm gonna put it right there.
Do you do that with yours?
I don't like a dirty nozzle there, Nomad.
Yeah. Positron, yeah. With how the thermodynamics of the 90-degree works, it's unavoidable.
I understand that part, but it's like drinking from the fire hose, isn't it?
Yeah, we did include in the kits, which I'm noticing I failed to put on both these printers. Whoops. There's a small silicon pad that comes with the printers that you put in the back corner here, so the nozzle goes there, heats up, and then it doesn't drool.
Okay.
Let me see if I have that.
No,
really
I'm not
quick.
too worried about it. It's just it's not some. It's one of those things. Like I'm used to loading filaments on a 3D printer, but I've
Yeah.
never done it upside down.
I will check later and make sure we get that installed.
Can I just hit go print?
Yeah. We may need to keep an eye on that first layer, of course, and tram it as needed. But
Okay.
that's going to be super easy for you to do, and I'm going to let you do that on your own.
Okay.
You know how to get a good first layer, so.
Sometimes you let the Beacon 3D do its thing.
So we're experimenting. Beacon 3D will not work on the glass bed,
No,
but the PCB bed.
it certainly will.
We're experimenting. That's all I can say about it right now.
Well, once you get your design in
Yeah.
a good spot, then you start adding the cool things to it.
That's
Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah.
That's what
Adam,
we're-
can you see that? Oh, yeah.
There we
Here we
go.
go.
Tilt it
Oh,
towards.
here we
You
go.
can still see it enough to be able to tram the bed, right?
Sure.
Okay.
The bed's at 45 degrees Celsius, and the nozzle's at 220.
And our community, including myself, have contributed to a BTT microprobe mod for the
Really?
Positron. Yep.
Oh.
So the main board that we have in this is fully featured. So it has everything you need for servos, for probes, for whatever you want. In fact, the main board on this printer, it is custom by LDO. It can work on almost any other printer.
Really? Yeah. Oh, excuse me. That's cool.
You're excused. In fact, we're very happy to say that some of the R&D that we put together to the tool headboard on this is actually also being used in the Nighthawk, the new Nighthawk.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah. At least Jason told me that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taking his word for it.
I'm getting ready to watch this. What's that? Oh, that's on that side.
Yep.
Ow, it's hot.
Yeah. Careful. Must have been some of our splatter from talking.
Could have been.
Yeah.
How does that heated bed compare to like a traditional heated bed with like a membrane, a heating membrane on it?
Okay, so
Our homing is a little too good.
it looks like it's a little far away,
No, about how fast?
Yeah, just a little bit. Go ahead and squish it down.
which is plus or minus.
Minus. Yeah, we're going to want to reprint that. That's fine. First layer fails happen, especially when you just start a printer. Yeah, you're going to want to start over because that smudge is all over.
Nomad. What is our ambient to 60 time on the bed?
Ambient 60? Ooh, I don't know the number actually. I don't, yeah, I haven't actually measured that myself. Someone else probably has the answer because I know some of our team members have measured this. very
Normally,
accurately.
people wouldn't be using Barnacle-Y's Microsoft badge.
Yeah.
Probably a little on the thick side. Honestly.
Probably.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd be using a sheet of paper.
So do I save end stop?
Yep,
Save
save and stop.
Okay.
Did you guys use any nanopolymer on, or are you just going raw
No,
glass?
we're just going bare.
Got it.
Going full Pooh Bear.
Raw dog in the glass. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
See, I like to call it full Pooh Bear because it's the underside of the glass.
Oh, okay.
That's bear.
I like it.
Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
Bear.
Oh, bother.
Oh no. Not my filament. But
I'm
that's,
excited to get this going. This is kind of cool.
and that's one of the fun things about this. It's different. Like, let me be clear. I was not part of the Positron team on the first 2 iterations.
Okay.
That was just Kraylin and his friend Danny.
Oh, okay.
I came on during the V3. And when I first saw the videos for this, I was so excited. I'm a member of the community just like everyone else is. So when I saw this printer, I got really hyped, really excited. And I'm just like, oh, I love this thing. And I'm not biased. Or a little bit, but like,
It's okay to be biased here.
Yeah.
You
a little bit.
you like the stuff you like.
My parents keep asking me why I only wear Positron shirts now,
Well, it's like, why do I only wear 3D printing nerd shirts?
right? Got
Well, except the Positron shirt that I'm wearing.
right?
Bearded Printer member for 2 months. That is one hot printer. You bet it is, my friend.
Now, I want to remind everybody, if you're interested in getting this and you want to help donate to DMS/Millennium Machines to help them get back on their feet, again, if you order from West 3D or KB3D use code Nomad50, you'll not only get yourself a Positron Batch 2 kit when we ship those out, but you'll also be donating $20 to Millennium Machines/DMS.
That's good stuff.
So, yeah,
I forgot to take off that purge line.
that's fine.
That's okay.
I've forgotten to do that like 5 times and it's still printed perfectly.
Okay, is that good or is that bad?
That's looking pretty good. I would squish it down a little bit more though.
Yeah.
Just like 3 taps. Yeah, that's good. That looks good.
Does it?
See how quick that was though?
Yeah. It probably would have been quicker had we used paper and not Jerry's
Yes,
ID.
absolutely.
I get that part, but it's weird judging a first layer from the other side.
Yeah.
Really weird.
But
like
what-
this is weird.
So what's awesome though is that, we've all been there where the first layer
Wait,
just.
hold on. 7897. Did you remove the purge line? I did now.
Yeah. So what's really fun about this is it literally does give you a new perspective on 3D printing. So we actually have teachers that are getting these for their classrooms.
Oh, failed.
Oh no, what happened?
It's not holding on to the rest of the truck.
So we're just having some adhesion issue. But you know what?
There you go.
Doesn't matter.
You have the forbidden juice right there.
Yep.
Polymer.
Oh yeah, see that's not.
For when you're using fancy filaments that just won't stick.
We have been handling this bed in our oily finger. We had Jack in the Box.
Well, and it's not. Adam, go overhead, please. There we. It's not. There's a lot of space in there, so I think we still need to nail our first layer.
Transparent filament.
While it's printing,
Yeah.
like
Yep.
yeah, if you mash it right into the glass and it still wasn't sticking, then
We weren't really
It
mashing
wasn't.
it.
Oh,
mashed,
okay.
Yeah.
Because that's how I used to do my original Ultimaker. Had the screw on it. I would just mash the head down until like nothing was coming out,
Right.
and then back
Here, wait
it
a
off
minute,
just a tiny bit, and then I'd get that first layer smashed in.
Yep.
That's actually one of the things I miss about
lost
the old
my
printers. Is,
brush.
Is the
This
manual
acid brush.
adjustment.
So one of the
Because
funny
you can always
things
just get it
with the
nailed.
Vision Miner nanopolymer adhesive, you have to use this brush for the high temp because
Yep.
other brushes will not work.
I will say if you join the if you have not used nanopolymer before, do you have an affiliate link for it?
We're getting one.
Oh, do you mind if I?
Just shout it.
Okay.
Do it.
I believe if you go to I don't remember the link. If you go to positron3d.com and you join our Discord at the top of the page there, we have a channel for affiliate codes that you can use to get a few bucks off a sample and as well as a full size nanopolymer build or thing of their stuff.
It lasts forever.
It lasts forever.
I've had the same bottle for 4 years.
I've had this since Rocky Mountain and I've only used like a little bit.
Yeah.
Each application is supposed to last between 20 and 50 prints, is what I was told.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I found it was different depending on which filament you're using. Like with the
Oh,
ASA,
yeah,
I was
that's
having
true.
to replace it about every 8 or 10 times.
Yeah, I get about 10 prints mileage. And what's great about the Vision Miner, it doesn't really leave that much of a residue behind. So the print looks.
Maybe use that Aquanet Extra hold. Ooh.
Ooh.
That's old school.
I've not used that myself.
I did notice the nanopolymer, if you just run it under hot water on the sink, though, it takes the residue right off.
Yeah.
Any residue it leaves on that first layer just
Great.
gone.
I'm almost like
Pat,
positive.
Pat from Vision Miner will tell you that it's not
All right.
toxic.
All right, tinfoil
I'm
hat.
serious.
Yeah.
Tinfoil hat, real quick. I'm
Just
pretty
lay it around
sure
all day long.
nanopolymer is just hairspray liquefied.
Nomad, that's not the correct hat to do tin hat. If you want to do tin hat stuff, you need this one.
Hey, I did the Aquanet Extra hold for years, but it never worked on any of the.
I'm bringing it down
hardcore
another
filaments.
0.1.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can attest to this. I've seen Joel's print farm. There's a can of hairspray in there right now.
There is absolutely hairspray.
It still works great for like PLA and stuff. I just
It
never
works
really
great
had
for
luck
everything.
with
When you're
ABS.
talking about 3D printing and you want to ensure that the print finishes, there's no reason to not use as many helpers as you can.
Oh, yeah.
There's no reason.
Heck yeah.
And so I use hairspray, I use NPA, I use Magic Goo, I use 3D Gloop, I use the stuff from Pantheon.
They all work differently
I
for
like-
different filaments, so at different surfaces. So it's like you should have them all.
Hairspray works really well for most, though.
You know what, Joel?
I didn't have luck with ABS. No
Really?
matter how much I used Extra Hold, I could never get it to hold on to ABS. Saved my life with glass.
Okay, here we go.
James asks if we can print Jerry a new spine. We're working on it.
Yeah.
We have the technology.
Oh, there's a little booger. There's a booger.
No, I mean that looks pretty good and on the bed there.
Yeah, okay.
From here,
It's squishing the booger. Good.
I don't see anything falling down like before.
Yeah. I don't see any gaps in your first layer.
This is good then.
Yes.
Nomad. I have a challenge for somebody on bed adhesions.
Oh boy.
I'm not going to call them out by name, but you know who you are. You test a lot of different filaments.
I bet I
You
could
have
even
to
go
test.
Probably.
What is the
No.
best
It
bed
seems to be
adhesion?
squishing down.
Help
Yeah.
her.
Okay, yeah, that's squishing down really good.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about having a glass bed.
Yeah.
I mean, again, so this is the first time we're printing with this machine since this was in my carry-on, so it got jostled around a decent amount.
Just a little bit?
There was horrible. The turbulence I had on my flight was terrible. It felt like I was on a roller coaster, a wooden roller coaster.
Really?
Yeah. So if there's some screws loose, or there shouldn't be many.
Can you
but-
wash the Positron, what is that? Positron bed in your dishwasher?
I wouldn't. So here's the thing with dishwashers. Your dishwasher detergent has a lot of micro abrasives specifically to clean those plates. So the coating on the back is extremely thin. It's only a few nanometers thin. So if you stick this in your dishwasher, you're probably going to destroy that coating on the back.
That makes a lot of sense.
But you can, for the print side, you can use soap and water. As long as you don't put a Brillo pad to the back, it's going to survive.
Look at it move.
ITO bed, or ITO coating, is the same thing your phone uses to help prevent against fingerprints.
That makes sense.
So it's pretty durable,
Yeah.
but it's not the most durable. Like
Okay.
you won't scratch it with your fingernail, but metal will scratch it.
Okay.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Huh. I've used isopropyl on my.
Like 99 anhydrous.
Yeah.
99 anhydrous.
Okay, be careful with isopropyl alcohol.
So do you have any?
But standard soap and water, specifically one that does not have like any hand.
I'm going to try. Will you go
moisturizing
camera one
softening.
real quick? I'm going to try to move camera two to
Yeah.
get a little bit closer.
Well, some Dawn doesn't.
Oh, really?
Some Dawn doesn't. Like the blue stuff, I think is fine. I use that on my beds all the time.
Yeah, because don't they use that to like clean like animals off
Yeah.
during oil spills because it's so gentle?
Yeah.
Like it's super.
You're gentle.
Hey, yeah, I am. You would know.
So we
Can
actually
you microwave the entire print? No.
You could once.
You could
Might be a little
once.
bit better. Try it.
I mean, we're working on the wireless power aspect.
Nomad we include the glass clothes, clean clothes.
Yeah.
Include them.
To be fair, if you made a video of that printing in the microwave, it'd probably get so many views that you could afford 2 more printers. And then through the laws of YouTube, you could just build your empire and become a millionaire and drive a Lamborghini.
Through the laws of
Through
YouTube.
the laws of YouTube.
Look at that print. Look at that go.
It's awesome.
Again, these printers are pretty.
Oh wait, there we go.
These things pick up.
You can kind of see. It's right here. Wait a minute. Can I do crazy things to it while it's printing?
The reason I want one of these is just because of how small it is.
I'm pretty sure I tighten these belts really well, so go ahead. Here.
Wait. If I do,
Do you
there
have
we
a
go.
1x2 block?
No.
Oh.
There we go.
Wait, I have a better idea. Hold on. That works!
There we go. Thanks, Zombie Hedgehog.
That works! Just gotta make sure it doesn't fall off.
It's going.
We're doing a zombie hedgehog print with the zombie hedgehog hat preventing glare.
That works out.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, Zombie Hedgehog. How large can I scale the truck? Someone said that.
I will say, for anyone that's building a kit, Zombie did a few streams building the kit, and he did a phenomenal job explaining the process of building a kit, what you should be looking out for, and what to do and how to prep the parts. I do highly recommend Zombie's stream for anyone who's new to building printers, because he does a phenomenal job of just going through the process and explaining all the intricate details.
Okay.
And that goes for any printer. Zombie is a great teacher.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though we've had what's funny is that we actually have speedrunners building these now. We actually have a speedrun category in our server for people who build these things as quickly as possible. I think right now we're sitting at like either 3 or 4 hours is the current record.
Really?
Yes.
From parts to this?
Yes.
Jeez.
We have rules. One of the rules is that you can do all your heat set inserts beforehand. Up until someone broke that record, Nero and Steve accidentally held the record.
Accidentally.
Because they streamed it from like unboxing to assembly, and they did it in under 8 hours.
Oh. Dylan Gavin Clow with the Canadian Fiverr, eh? That's 4 then, right? Where was that code on the Discord again?
The code for the nanopolymer is in a channel called Affiliate. So it's in under like announcements and stuff. You'll find it. Make sure Discord has a weird thing where it won't show you all the channels, even though I tell it to by default show everyone all the channels. So make sure in the top left you click on that and click Show All Channels.
Oh, there we go. Show all channels.
Yep, and then you should be able to see it.
Christine Lovaccio, high five, high five.
High five.
High five. James Janis, do you think we will ever have inkjet level 3D printers where they work like inkjet printers, where they can print in seconds an entire 3D print? Right now, the computed axial lithography technology is able to print a print all at once. It's not inkjet level, but it's more like resin curing, but from all sides.
I think clip's kind of there, right? Print a whole print, like the clip printer where they use the oxygen to separate the layer. It's like resin, but they can print like
that was
5 or 6 layers
the carbon.
The carbon, that's what it is.
Yeah,
where
carbon.
it pushes it up and you can get like a whole printout in like 8 minutes.
It's not. The TED Talk was cool, but the technology hasn't fully delivered.
Yeah.
On that.
Really? So
yeah,
that was kind of
it's
a little
super
bit of a-
cool, but it's not. If you want to do on the clip printing or the carbon where they have that oxygenated layer, you're moving fast, but it's not. It's not exactly what you think it
Not
is.
as advertised.
It's super cool, but it's the TED Talk was talking about really cool stuff.
Yeah.
They're not fully there, I don't believe.
So I know they printed like that ball, and it was like they did the whole talk in 8 minutes, and the ball was done at the end of the talk. Like they timed it, and I was like, printing something that big in 8 minutes is pretty remarkable.
You have to use a specific material, and it's curing as it's raising up, like it's doing that. But it's a very specific material, and it's a specific layer height, and all of those things
So
to
it's
be able
really
to do
not
that.
delivering on what they want,
It's
you
not.
think?
It's not an all-encompassing print process, but
that's
it is
great,
possible. But I mean, eventually we'll get there with materials.
You can't buy their printers. Don't you have to like lease them and then like buy the material from them? I know that you can't
They
own
don't.
their printer.
From what I understand, Carbon doesn't like to sell their machines. They
Yeah.
like to sell their machines' abilities, and so like print services.
Yeah. It's expensive too. I know that. It's like $100,000 or something a year to rent one of their machines. to rent, not even to own.
I know the Michelos are expensive. Well, like the Adidas 40 forward shoes were all, the midsoles were made with Adidas having carbon machines. And I wasn't sure if they had the carbon machines or if Carbon made the midsoles and gave them to Adidas. I'm not sure the relationship
But
that
the
happened there.
midsole in the Adidas shoe actually came off of one of those carbon printers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a trip.
Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'd say that's really good material.
Oh, it's great. So the the midsole on the 40 forward shoes from Adidas lasts longer than the tread and the traditionally manufactured shoe top.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
No, it's not awesome because those parts suck.
Oh.
The 3D printed midsole will last through nuclear winter, but the rest of it I can destroy in like 3 months, just from standard walking. I'm on my third pair, Jerry.
That sucks.
Yeah,
Man.
yeah.
So Felicia asks how the other print's going. We actually had a small failure, but it recovered. So remember how I accidentally touched the screen and said that a failure was going to happen? It happened. A leg fell off.
How did you touching the screen make a leg fall off?
Because I had adjusted the Z height, and I reset it by accidentally touching the screen, so it just
Yep,
knocked the leg off.
it knocked the leg off. That's okay.
But it recovered
Usually four-legged animals can deal with 3 legs really well.
incredibly. But the Positron can, recover. So we've had some insane. When we were originally testing, we had layer shifts happening, like wildly. One fun
Really?
story at Open Source, we had 3 printers running,
Okay.
3 Positrons, and then all of a sudden, all of them shifted exactly the same amount in the exact same direction, and we're like,
that's weird.
What the hell? And then we looked to our right, and then remembered, oh yeah, we're next to wire EDM, guys. No, it was EMP.
What?
Yeah, there was, because wire EDM will emit like a micro EMP.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it happened a few more times throughout open source. So you want to know what we did? We ran around, found someone with tinfoil, and there was a barrier between us and them, and we wrapped that with tinfoil. Problem solved.
No, that took care of it.
Yeah.
Oh, because it wasn't like a high intensity burst
Yeah.
of EMP. It was just a little.
Just enough to mess with our motor drivers.
That's crazy.
But what was wild was it was like a 75% shift.
oh wait,
so-
it was EMI, not EMP.
Oh, thank you. Well, close enough.
I don't know. I hand over your nerd card.
It wasn't a pulse. It was continuous.
Donald Youngner, who is this printer for?
This printer is for.
So portability, and he says, look at the bed size. And that's something that there's a lot of people that have the need for a smaller printer for portability, but the build volume is building the things that they need. I'm guessing for a lot of people, this print size is perfect for 95% of the prints that they
yeah.
do, right?
I mean, this is the same volume as an A1 Mini, as a Prusa Mini, and just a little bit shorter on Z, 165 on Z, but 180 on XY.
yeah.
And let's be real, most of the prints you do will not use the full volume of a printer
Yeah.
unless you're doing something big for like cosplay. This
yeah.
is great for anything on the go. For example, if you are a cosplayer and something breaks while you're, at a convention, you may be able to print that part and fix your prop or whatever
Yeah.
it is. If you are an IT guy and you need a small tool to print or a cable tie or cable gum, this can do that.
Well, I like the idea of bringing something like this and utilizing it as a tool because, like,
Yeah.
for cosplay, what you're saying, imagine you're at a convention and someone's cosplay breaks. Well, if they've used 3D printing to make the cosplay, they can cut out the section that's broken, print out the piece that fits in there, and then use like a 3D pen to seal it in and then
Yeah.
sand it real quick and paint it and be good to go.
Yeah.
And so it's not like you have to print out the giant cosplay sword. You just have to print out the piece that fits in where it's broken and then be good to go.
And then there's my favorite aspect of the portability, and that is, strangely, it not having to be portable. So we're all not as lucky as Joel here to have a studio as wonderful as this,
I don't know if it's luck.
right?
I think it's sleep deprivation that caused most of it.
So I have very limited space in my workshop. I can fold this away and put it away. Just like a kitchen appliance, A lot of people don't have their blender out all the time. You usually have a
Oh,
place
or
for
like
your
your
blender.
mixer, or like your
Yeah.
those sort of things.
You
The
put
purpose-built
them away.
machines for a part of the process.
Exactly. You put them away when you're done with them. Are you going to be putting away a Bamboo X1 when you're done with it?
Well, to be fair, that is a box, but it is a big box.
It's a big box.
This one does fold down, and that's the thing. If you think about the size of a spool of material, the box that goes around this, that's what this fits into. And so wherever you can store that is where you could store this.
Yep.
And a lot of people, they store filament boxes in all sorts of precarious places.
Yeah.
And just think, you could store a printer in those same places.
Now we're considering making pre-built kits of these.
Really?
Nothing set in stone yet, but that's something we've been tossing around.
You mean so you pre-built a lot of this for me on your
Yep.
stream. Are you talking about that level of pre-built?
We're thinking of doing that, as well as maybe even from the factory pre-built, because these are actually very easy to build. So we at first said, hey, this is not a recommended printer for someone who's never built a printer before.
Okay.
But then people did, and they actually
Sure.
did it really well. So we 3D Printing World. His kid won one of these at Rocky Mountain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
His kid built it all by himself.
His kid is cool.
He is cool. And so he did it all by himself, virtually no help from his dad, just a few things here and there. He did great.
Yeah.
This is one of those builds where everything kind of comes together. You're not like, do the assembly, add it to the build, do the assembly, add it to the build. It's more, it slowly just kind of comes together. All in one.
Oh, okay.
So the process is you first do the extruder, you then do the Z-axis, you mount the extruder to the Z-axis, and then you do the bed holder, you do the spool holder, you do a bunch of little things, and then you start building the base, and as you're building up the base, everything comes together.
That's cool.
And-
Real quick though, Donald made a question. Do you have a carrying case for them?
Yes.
And that's, I mean, I know we talk about it fitting in the box for a spool of filament, but like, are Positron carrying cases going to be a thing?
So they are. If you get a kit, you get a Pelican case. This has actually been my Pelican
Here,
case.
show it off.
So this is probably the most traveled
Oh yeah,
Positron.
Nathan, show that one off too. Yeah.
So this is sticker bombed, but this is the one that you would get. And this fits your Positron.
You can
Fits-
request to have a Positron sticker on it, couldn't you?
It comes with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it does. Okay, that's the sticker right there. Yeah.
It comes with a Positron sticker pre-applied, but you also get a Positron sticker that looks like a Positron in the kit. And it comes with, we obviously don't have anything in this currently, but it comes with microfiber, has a place for your bed, has a place for your screen, your spool holder, and underneath this,
Oh, it's laser cut foam.
yeah, it's laser cut foam. Underneath that, which we can't really see too well, but underneath
Well, here,
that,
let's-
yeah, it's
I got it.
it's bulky.
Cool.
There we go. Okay, so camera 2, please.
Just about.
So there we go. So there's the case, and there's the laser cut.
Yeah.
There it is.
So
There you go.
that fits
Thank you.
everything except filament. So
That's cool.
Yeah.
And this is done.
So,
So, but a carrying case, like someone could make a like it fits in an LTT backpack.
yeah, it does. I mean, so for example, my luggage was filled with 2 Positrons on my way here. Well, I had a small problem. My bag was 5 pounds overweight before I got to the airport.
Yeah.
Guess what weighs 5 pounds?
Really?
I took the Positron out, specifically this one. So actually, no, I took mine, my Alpha build, which is in a box right now. I took it out, I put it in that filament box right there,
Okay.
and I stuffed it in my backpack.
That's so cool.
And then so I had on carry-on, I had your printer in its Pelican case. I had my printer in a spool filament or in a filament box.
Yeah.
No problem.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah. We do say the Positron can fit inside a filament box. Absolutely. That's awesome. We love it. It doesn't provide any protection.
No,
So
like none, right?
I've dropped my Positron several times in its Pelican case, and it has had no problem because it's in the Pelican case. This can take a beating, and it has.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to.
Like, okay, again, I am 5'2". Look how tall this table is in compared to me. Like, this is like what, 3? How many feet is this off the ground?
Me and Joel are average-sized people. Yeah.
So I've dropped the Positron in the case from this height
trying
when
to-
rolling it around.
Am I doing this right?
You might want to let it cool down a little bit more. The
But
Vision
it's not
Miner.
hot.
The Vision Miner really holds on tightly.
Yeah, that nanopolymer, if it's even warm, you're not getting it off.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm gonna go get a thing.
Like challenge accepted.
I'm gonna get a thing.
Don't chip the glass. That's what I did, being
so I-
impatient.
I've dropped the Positron from this height in the mullet case. No problem. It's fine. This will take a beating pretty well.
Remember these?
Oh my, yes.
The Build-Tac spatula.
You know how fragile DJI stuff is? Like they're like little hand cameras. If you barely breathe on them, they break. I put one in a Pelican case, threw it off a building 3 stories, opened it up, and it was still fine. I was shocked by that.
Borosilicate glass, so this will.
Hey, look at the wheel
Oh my god, it's spinning.
is stuck.
Wait, what? Is that a
So
two-piece?
it's a print in place mechanism that Zombie Hedgehog made, and so the wheel, the print in place is actually. There we go. I got it. All right, I'll bring it up front.
I gotta see this.
Okay. So there we go.
That looks great, actually. That looks
That's pretty
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah,
So the front wheel spins. The front wheel,
That's so cool.
It's cool.
and then the next wheel and the next wheel do not.
Wow,
and
the
so
tolerance on that is awesome. It doesn't even look like it would spin. There's like
No.
no gap at all.
so the point. Here, you showed off.
Yeah, that's right here. Yeah,
sure.
I'll be in a white
Yeah.
for you.
Swatch check.
All right. Yeah, you can't even see any light at all coming through the gap between the wheel. That is
So
so
the
cool.
0.3 wheel is free. 0.1 and 0.2 are not. But
Yeah.
I get the feeling that's because of bed squish.
You know what though? This one
because the bed
almost
squish-
feels like it wants to let go.
It's close.
Like, yeah.
Make it let go.
Let's see.
And additional tuning. Obviously.
Sure.
So I mean, with every printer, you want to tune the filament itself.
Yeah, of course.
And we just kind of grabbed a random spool that we've never ran before and printed off with a generic profile.
I think
At
that
its
is
base-
the perfect one right there for sure for this filament.
At its base, it is a clipper printer.
Yeah.
So it is infinitely configurable.
Yeah. And because it's Clipper, it's familiar.
Yeah.
Gosh, the
So
layer
like
lines even
one of
look
the things
really
we keep
good.
telling people, it's like, oh wait, how do I level my bed? Because like right now we have manual leveling.
I love
because
this camera.
it's so
What is
quick.
this?
In fact, we tested it with a BTT microprobe.
Yeah.
It is faster to manually level this bed.
Thank you.
It is faster to manually level this bed than it is to run a 5x5 grid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because all you have to do is do what we did at the start, which
Yeah.
is move the nozzle to the back towards the connector, do your Z end stop calibrate, and then just move it to the screws and just adjust.
Oh,
It's so quick.
that makes sense.
And once you get that, you're pretty much good. Like, we didn't even do that. We didn't even adjust the screws, because I did that back at home a week ago.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. And that worked. We just had to recalibrate the Z end stop because I moved it. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So when it comes to, leveling this, it's easy. It's really quick, really easy,
That is cool.
as long as you don't, move your end stop before you come on set and not calibrate it.
Oh, Cookie Cat's in the chat. Hey, what's up, Cookie Cat?
Hey, Cookie
It
Cat.
seems like it would be easier because you're looking down through the glass at it,
Yeah.
squishing into it, like a lens. I think that's cool.
Cookie Cat Nathan, I think, is in the chat, or his wife. I'm not sure.
If it's
Oh,
Nathan,
yeah,
we're gonna have
Nathan.
to have a Nathan fight.
Oh, wait,
We're
no,
having
no.
a Nathan fight,
They're saying
dude.
hi to us. There's so many Nathans. Yeah, we're using Cookie Cat
gonna take over
Unicorn
the world.
Elixir
Nathan's
on the
Additive Adam. The
Hitchhiker.
wheel on the truck goes round
and
and round.
round.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was cool. Thanks,
Yeah.
Zombie Hedgehog, for a sweet little swatch truck.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
like it. I like it. That is fantastic. Well, we should print something else. We still have time.
We do. What do you chat? What should
I
we
don't know.
print?
Chat. What should we print?
Whatever it is, like 30 minutes.
And we still got an hour on this
45
wolf.
minutes.
Force refresh. Yeah. What else should we print? Someone make a mini Joel. I mean, there's always a mini Joel, but I mean,
Why not?
A mini clock spring skull.
Ooh.
ooh, wait. Why don't we do the print in place clamp from Clock Spring?
We can try that. Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it.
Could it do a thicker layer height too, like a 0.3?
I mean, it can.
1.4 nozzle?
Again, you just gotta adjust the settings in the slicer.
'Cause I know that would speed it up a ton.
Yeah.
That'd cut
Again,
a quarter of the print
This
time
is a
off.
printer. It will do whatever other printers do.
It's a printer.
And if it
upside
doesn't,
down.
just flip it upside down, and it absolutely will do the exact same thing as
you
every other
want
printer.
to experiment with the Positron? Flip your Bamboo A1 upside down,
There you
or
go.
your Prusa Mini upside down. Prusa Mini is likely more
Or
analogous. to this.
everything.
Pooch did put a printer on his ceiling.
Yeah. Though I do have a story to tell from East Coast RepRap 2022. So anyone that was there was actually very lucky to not only meet us for the first time at our first RepRap festival, but was also able to meet Kraylin. No photos of him exist because he likes his privacy.
We flashed everybody's memory.
Yeah, we flashed everyone's memory to the whole Men in Black thing. I'm going to have to do it again at the end of the stream. Sorry, everybody. But so Joseph actually came up to the booth. And this was when we just had the V3. This was before the 3.2. And this is like a core memory of ours, where he walked up, he saw the printer, and he had this biggest smile on his face.
Oh, I bet.
He was looking at this, it was so different, and yet was able to do something. It was analogous to the Prusa Mini.
Yeah.
And he said verbatim, "This reminds me of when printers were fun."
Wow, that's huge.
And that literally like melts my heart every time I think of that moment, because it's different. It's a breath of fresh air in what I think we can all agree has been a race to the bottom.
I think at times.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been playing in a bunch of different ponds.
Yes.
You know, the industrial pond, the professional pond,
Yeah.
the race to the bottom pond. Like I've had lots of experience, and so there's a certain joy that you get from being able to play with something new, but that kind of does it a slightly different way.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. Absolutely.
Yeah, you get tired of all these Prusa clones, Voron clones. It does get a little tiring because it's just another Core XY. It's just another bed slinger.
Some people had suggested the impossible whistle. Snail 3D with $9.99 Are you out of your mind said impossible whistle. And I am absolutely, I mean, they said it, so I have to do it.
All right. That's just one of the nice things about even working on this project. It's different. It's just different. And it's a breath of fresh air.
Sure.
Because we're dealing with challenges that we haven't really dealt with before in 3D printing as a whole. So it's really nice to be able to have problems that other people don't have. Like one of the original problems. So we like to call it the PKS, the Positron Kinematic System. It is a folded H-bot, but because it's folded and it's different, we call it Positron because it's unique to the Positron. I don't think anyone else has folded over an H-bot kinematic system. If anyone has,
Probably
correct
not.
me. I love to be corrected. I don't like to be wrong. So, with the Positron kinematic system, we had to solve a few challenges. Like, H-bot is known for racking pretty bad.
Okay.
So we had to make sure that wasn't a problem with this. So far, we haven't really had any racking issues. And it's been good. We designed this not inherently to go fast. We designed it to be a good, reliable, sturdy printer.
Yeah, but come on, go fast.
But that's the great thing. Because we use such high quality parts from LDO, this thing can go really fast, which is awesome.
The Impossible Whistle does feature some bridging.
Oh, all right.
So,
Let's see.
let's see what happens.
Now, because we already got that previous one done, we shouldn't really have to do too much.
Shouldn't. I mean, we'll still watch it, of course.
Yeah, of course. That's also really fun. If you get bored of watching your first layer, are you really a 3D printer? Well, let's be real. We all like to sit there and go, hi. And this printer lets you do it.
Dylan Gavin Cloud did send a Canadian tour. Eh? That's a toonie right there. Perry the Platypus. However he makes that noise. It's like,
I think it's like something with like rolling the back of your tongue.
It's like if you were rolling your R's.
I'm using my mom's account, but my name is Roman. Hey, Roman. Tell your mom, thanks for letting you use her account. That's really nice of her.
Or don't tell her if you didn't have permission.
Hi, Mom. I know you're watching.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she's chatted. I know she's watching.
That's right. And this is the Your Momatron. That guy makes. I'm a print farmer. I can't watch them all go down because they're always broken. Aw. I'm sorry.
Well, this is what you do. Set up a nozzle cam and just have it like automatically save the first layer and then have another program take all of those video files and just make a little video at the end of the day for you so you can just enjoy just copious amounts of first layers.
Do those lights mean anything?
Which ones?
Those ones?
So they are, I keep forgetting exactly which color means what, but yes, they can change to say it is heating up, it is done, or it is in progress printing.
Oh.
They are fully addressable in Clipper, so you can tell them to do whatever the heck
Oh, that's
you want.
cool.
The I believe it's the bottom right yellow one. That's just power.
Oh,
So that's always yellow. Some units are green. It just I don't know where that
Okay.
got changed. But some units are green, some units are yellow. I think it depends on the revision of that specific LED board. They're all really the same. It's just a different LED module. But yeah, they're fully addressable. They are NeoPixels, so you can have a lot of fun with them.
oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
From the interface there, you can actually see it in that window right there,
Yeah.
fans and outputs.
Yeah,
See that little thing that looks purple?
yeah.
Click on that, change it to whatever you want.
Well, 0, 255.
There you go.
And then what?
Just click out of it.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah. Nice and blue.
Fluidron is now blue.
Yeah, so you can customize this really heavily.
That's cool. Oh, look at that first layer going down too.
And oh yeah, 1 second. Hat.
Oh, right, right.
There we go.
Well, and then I gotta. What's that beeping? Oh. I was like, what the heck is that beeping?
What does beep 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 mean?
Does something need filament?
Oh no, Amy Bio's in the house.
Nah.
Nomad, you've got to try one of these.
What, the neck fan thing?
Yeah, no, it's not just a fan. It's full Peltier cooler. It heats. It cools
really?
everything.
Oh my, it's amazing.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
Coolest device I've
Yeah,
ever.
we got the peanut gallery over there messing around with stuff.
Hey, the restraint I've shown not heckling you guys as much as I intended to from the beginning. I should be rewarded.
The
I should be
strength it
given
takes for
a
him to
golden
be
You
medallion.
get a cube.
I will take the cube. I will take the cube.
A cube with
Cookie Cat, by the way, studio's looking great. Thank you, Cookie Cat.
Doesn't that feel weird though, having heat and cold in two different
It
areas?
is weird, but it's kind of nice.
Watch them.
You can turn your beep off.
How do I turn it off?
Top settings.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, prompt tone. There we go. Yeah, it worked.
Huh.
Now they're not going to think the
Jeremy
press
Humphrey.
wigging
I
out.
haven't watched TV hardly at all in the past 3 years because the nozzles are his
There
TV.
you go.
right.
Yeah.
I love just watch. I love the positrons. Again, I'm not trying to be biased, but I got a Prusa XL. I have a Bamboo X1. I have a Prusa MK4, and I have a Sovol. And I don't know, man. It's weird. It's cool. It's positron. So
It's weird. It's cool. It's positron.
Yeah.
Formula Fox, does the glass bit actually heat up? It does,
Yes.
and it goes to 80C.
and if you're adventurous, up to 100.
And if you're adventurous, up to 100 centigrade.
Don't go past that. You might
It's
break
the
it.
only printer that's completely see-through and heats the glass directly without
Pretty sure.
having like a. Yeah, because I've never seen that on anything
Yeah.
else. I've always
So-
seen a heating element.
Right. Usually it's
Yeah.
a big metal plate under that glass heating up. Yeah.
Yep, or one of those silicone mats, with the heater coils going through.
Yeah.
I've never seen one where it just looks like
Smitsky.
glass.
Even I'm not that adventurous.
That's a trip.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, I love it.
Nomad. The people better cherish this moment they get with my hair down, because this is the only time the internet's going to see this.
He looks like Charlie right now. All we have to do is get him a Walmart white T-shirt.
Well, you said that can go to
Get me
100C,
in World
right?
of Warships. Get me in World of
It,
Warships.
it will do 100C.
If it go to 100C, you could also use it as a hot plate in a pinch. Cook some eggs,
Please
some
don't.
bacon.
Sure.
Have some
Okay,
keep your
it
coffee
is-
warm.
No, the hot plate's in the corner over there.
It is lab grade borosilicate. I will say that.
It's open source. Come on.
So Sure, you can use this for things it's not entirely designed for.
Formula Fox, have you tested printing ASA on it yet?
Yes, you can, you shouldn't.
Or not, actually.
ASA will rip chunks out of your bed. Just ask
Glass
Mitch.
chunks go bye-bye.
If you have a proper interface layer down, though.
Yeah, so if you want to try it, we recommend like blue painter's tape
Oh, yeah.
because that will, if you use adhesive, that will work, but you have to absolutely make sure that you have a good thick layer, which you're only going to find out until after you're done.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Well, I suppose if you do your Z calibration with the transparent glass, and once you have it, if you add that blue tape, all it's going to do is add just a tiny bit of thickness, which is just going to add a little bit of squish to it.
yep,
So, I mean, you should be good.
should be good. But yeah, no, this can print ABS ASA if you have an enclosure. It can do that. But that is why we're developing the PCB bed.
PCB bed!
Should I
Yeah.
tell them about my idea for an enclosure using chopsticks?
No,
Chopsticks in a Mylar blanket?
That's awesome.
that.
It would work.
Yeah.
the camera's not there. We go.
Oh, here we go. Huh?
3D print?
Now here's something cool about this as well. We actually designed it so that you could put beds on both sides, so you could store a bed while you're printing.
That's awesome.
Oh, here.
So on the back side, you have all your magnets. That's all these cutouts you see here. So if you have two beds, now if you have a Prusa Mini, those are compatible. So that just goes right on the back. Oh, catch my shirt. This is the back. So this is the part you do not print on. This is the part you print on.
That's
Well,
cool.
With a PEI bed, you print on this side. So you can store one on the top and print on the bottom.
What temp are you aiming for on the PCB?
This can go up to 100.
100C. 100C without worry.
I mean, okay, it's a PCB bed. You're going to be able to go as hot as any other standard PCB bed.
Yeah.
So
Like 100, 110, something like that,
yeah,
right?
you're going to be able to print ABS, ASA, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is when it gets interesting because if this is a tool in someone's tool bag and they want to print functional parts, like there's going to be times when like CF nylon might be
Yeah.
a part. And there's nothing that says your 72 watt hot end couldn't get to 300C.
I think I've tested it and it's been able to get up to 300C, and it's just a normal hot end. The biggest thing you want to,
With a 90-degree turn.
with a 90-degree turn, the biggest thing you want to just be absolutely sure about is because of the way the filament is melting, this hot end, and we are working on improving it a bit, is prone for, if you don't cool it down properly, like if you just turn this off right now, you will have heat creep.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But that's with any machine.
It is with any machine.
Yeah.
It's because of the fact that it's upside down, it is a little bit more of a risk.
Oh.
Just a little bit though. We've had people who have done e-stops on their machine, and because that turns off the fan, because it disconnects the PTH,
Yeah.
it also caused heat creep. Now, it was easy for them to remove it by just heating up the hot end and then pulling from the other end, but it's just a pain in the butt.
So someone using Clipper though, they could, if in a print stop or print cancel macro,
Yeah.
back out the filament.
Yeah, and I think we actually have that
Oh,
already.
okay.
So, but if you hit the firmware stop,
Oh, the e-stop, firmware stop. Yeah.
it won't do that. So just stop your prints properly.
Any issues with abrasives on 90-degree turn in the hot end?
Jason, I keep forgetting to ask you, the actual heat block, what material is it made of?
Which one?
The actual heat block?
Heat
90-degree bed?
is I believe it's a brass or something.
Okay, so it's a bronze. So avoid super abrasive stuff. Light abrasive stuff like wood should be fine.
Okay, but CF stuff not.
CF you probably want to avoid for.
Okay.
Oh, I just broke that. CF stuff you're going to want to avoid for now. I mean, the model is available. If you want to drill out a stainless steel version of this heat block, you can. But for now, avoid abrasives because it is a bronze heat block.
Okay.
I think brass, he said.
Roman, does the Positron use pan printing? Oh, and then he says LAN. Okay, LAN printing. Yes.
Yes.
So this is connected to Wi-Fi currently, and I was able to get to it and upload files, and Nomad was able to do some configurations right from the web interface that Clipper offers.
Yeah. So we're using Fluid. You can use
Standard.
Yeah. Well, mainsail is typically what most people go with Clipper. You can use mainsail as well if you want to install it yourself. Our support team doesn't support mainsail only because we've been using Fluid.
Yeah.
So we're just trained in Fluid. So we can't really help. If you do something custom and the custom thing breaks, we can't really help with the custom thing. We would love to, and one day we will, but we're a very small team. And we're all volunteer.
How big is the team?
How big is, okay, so we have about, I want to say 8 to 10 people in the core team right now.
Okay.
And then with the support team, I think we have like an additional 5, 6, or 7.
Oh,
okay. I don't keep the track of the number explicitly, but it is a very small team. We are all volunteers, including myself.
Yeah.
And, this is just our hobby, because we
fun
enjoy
hobby.
it. It is a very fun hobby.
Well, one of the things that I like to talk about is I have all these machines here, and I'll go home, and I have a couple printers at home, and every once in a while I'll just be like, I want to print something.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to record it. And I'm not going to tell anyone about it. I'm just going to do it because I enjoy it. And that's when it gets kind of fun.
And that's what I like about this. My Positron is a workhorse in my shop, but it is also that printer that I pull out because if I want to print something fun, I'll typically do it on the Positron.
Yeah, of course. I
Because
mean,
I can just I have it stored away. I can pull it out next to my desk or like anywhere else and just start printing.
sure. But you also have other machines that you can just be like, oh, poke, poke, go.
I mean, if I need multi-material, like what I did for the hot end, example here, I got my Prusa XL.
Yeah.
My Prusa XL will do this. This is Clipper, so you can make it compatible with something like a enraged rabbit carrot feeder.
Oh, yeah, you can put the ERCF, right?
Yep. Or, other Clipper compatible multi-material systems, they will work. So you can do multi-material with Positron. Has not been tested yet, let me be clear on that. You would be the first, a pioneer. But that's...
I'm surprised Bill hasn't put a 3D Chameleon on this yet.
It's probably coming.
It's probably coming.
Probably coming. This is open. Because this Clipper, you can do whatever you want with a Clipper printer with this. It's just upside down in a compact package. It is fully open source. Our CAD files are available. If you want to do something fun with this, you can. Now,
Could you, okay, riddle me this. Could you make a similarly compact package without being upside down?
no. So,
Right? I mean, that's what I thought the answer was, but...
So we've had people try. I mean,
Really?
There's been plenty of attempts in 3D printing to make portable printers.
Yeah.
You are one of the first people that come up when you search folding printer
Well, the Focus F5, yeah.
because that was a foldable printer.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to put some really heavy-duty air quotes around that.
There are other printers that have. There are mods to say an Ender that makes it foldable as well.
Yeah, of
Here's the
course.
problem. Every time you do that, you need to make sure you square your gantry.
Yeah.
Because the kinematic system is part of the folding mechanism. So you have to re-square your gantry.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to
Yeah.
recalibrate, which can take up to 10 minutes based off whatever you're doing. What we did with the Positron is all of our motors are in the base of the printer because that's the one thing you do not have to redeploy. It's the one thing that doesn't move, the base of the printer. Not only that, all your weight's in the base. So we actually can remove a bunch of the superstructure of the printer because we're not dealing with a bunch of weight being thrown around.
Oh, right.
I mean, if you look at a Core XY, a lot of the weight is at the top. Because you have the whole XY gantry at the top being thrown around.
Yeah.
So by moving everything to the base, we move a lot of weight to the base. So it's not, moving around all that much. Which also allows it to be a bit faster because you have less weight you're throwing around.
Yeah.
Which is why the printer can actually get pretty quick.
It was chooching pretty good.
Yeah. So that's one of the benefits of this. And that's why you can't have this printing in a normal orientation in this kind of form factor.
That makes sense.
Now, you can flip this upside down and be right side up. So in our alpha, in the alpha of our printer, we originally just had little sticky pads for the feet. They just stuck on the bottom and you called it a day. But with the 3.2, we swapped it out to feet that you screw in with an M3 or an M4 bolt. I forget exactly which.
Okay.
Technically, the Positron's VESA compatible. Technically.
Wait. You could mount this to the back of a TV?
Technically.
All right, or you could actually mount this to a TV mount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't tried it yet, and you may need to make an
Remember
adapter.
VESA 100, VESA 200, the
Yeah.
mounts? Yeah,
How
it's
did
basic
that
compatible.
happen? Like on purpose?
I mean,
Or-
so it is just a square on the base.
and it just happens to be the size.
I have to double check to make sure like which type of VESA it's compatible, but you can easily adapt it.
That would be
There's
hilarious.
a lot of VESA mounts where
Yeah.
instead of holes, it's slots. That'd work perfect.
So what's the other fun thing is, so we did that so that you could bolt it to the bottom of a table if you really wanted to. So that
Tell
this
Joel about
you
that
don't have any
ceiling.
desk space? Do you have space underneath your desk? I mean, hey, there's a whole I could have a full studio apartment underneath this table here.
It is kind of, it's a big place.
Again,
Space on the
this
ceiling?
is how tall it is in comparison to me.
How crazy would that be to sell that idea of a micro print farm? Taking like 20 of these and putting them under a desk, just like you said.
Sure.
It can run sideways too, right?
Is it a bad time to mention you could technically daisy chain these?
That's
What?
possible.
So this is not
the same thing?
Positron unique. Clipper printers multiple clipper printers can run off of one Raspberry Pi.
Oh, right.
So
Right.
because there's a USB port on the side, and because this is powered by USB, you can run multiple positrons off of one positron head unit. Because of the nature of how Clipper works. No one has done this yet, but it's possible.
We need to set that as a record at some convention. The most printers being ran from one Raspberry Pi.
So every printer will pick up the
That is a
commands.
limited number, so
Then we
once
need
someone
to
hits
hit
the
that limit.
maximum, that's it. It's like 5.
We need to do 5.
Because you
We
need
five.
more RAM to get higher.
Also,
Yeah, but
you feel like doing a Hot Ones challenge? Or a one chip challenge?
No.
I don't know, that
Well, too
idea,
bad, 'cause I'm dragging you in
that
now.
seems cool.
Oh, Lord.
Like take a desk, put like 20 printers under it, where your legs aren't touching any of them.
All right.
But it doesn't take up any more space in the room. You print 20 things at a time.
It bridged.
So that's a whistle?
Hey, what is it?
A whistle?
Oh,
Yeah, it works.
Oh, that's like a harmonizing tone almost.
We are sorry to anyone with headphones.
And now he's dancing.
That's awesome.
I have a challenge for you, friend.
What?
If we can sell 2 West 3D
No.
Positrons, me and him one chip challenge.
No.
Yes. too
My
late.
stomach literally cannot.
Then I'll do it just me.
Okay. Your funeral.
But it has to be 2 Positrons from West 3D. They say 16 left in stock. By the end of the stream, that needs to take 14.
If you sell 4 of them, I'll put my Thames device on his face and make it contort.
Hey, Snail 3D's in there.
Hey!
I'll do it.
Sweet whistle, yo.
That is really cool. I'm gonna print some of those for me. It's like harmonic. I love it.
So it looks like there's 2 ports.
Wait, who created the whistle in chat?
Snail 3D?
Snail 3D?
Yeah, so there's slightly, you can
Awesome
see,
design.
you can see the,
Oh, that's so cool.
yeah.
I love transparent whistles. Those are so cool.
But check out the quality here. I gotta.
Sir, would you like? Oh, you got it. All right, I was going to fan it for you.
Here, Vanna White,
All right,
man.
let's do it. Let's
Yeah,
start
yeah.
off here. This is kind of cool.
But it did the bridging
It's
great.
just me, big head guy again. All right, here we go.
Oh, that's
Look at that. Look at that.
Hold your hand behind it so it focuses on it and not your face.
This camera, what camera is this thing? Focuses
It's a
really
ZV-1.
well.
ZD1, something like that.
So the channel inside here, what is just going around both sides, and it's like a different
Yeah,
chamber?
so there's 2 different channels.
Like, it's kinda
2
hard
different
to-
air paths.
See
Yeah.
the translucent.
Here, wait.
That's so cool.
Here, put a Nathan.
Here.
Here, I'm gonna
Oh
put a
yeah,
light
yeah,
behind
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Put a light
yeah,
behind
put a
it.
light behind it. Totally.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, now you can see. Yeah. Oh. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow. How many attempts did it take to design this to get the sound right?
I don't know.
Probably a lot.
Yeah, I
you
couldn't
can just
nail
tell
that on the
us.
first try.
Yeah.
Whoa. So okay. So there's 3. There's a main hole here. That's when you blow, and then a hole on each side.
Yep.
Here, let's see. Come on, light, line up. Darn it. There we go.
I hope the viewers know this is more energetic than I've seen Jerry in months.
This is
He
actually the most
loving this.
energetic I've been.
I just know that in the future, when
That's
we
so
have
cool.
some sort of 3D printed Wheel of Fortune, Jerry is our Vanna White.
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, the dress and all.
We-
You gotta wear the dress too.
Why did I just think?
I'll do it. I'm told.
I feel like this is something uniquely you, maybe some other like 3D printing content creators do. Do like prices right of 3D printers.
That'd be amazing. That would be
That'd
a
be
fun game
great.
show. That would be great.
Like this Prusa XO with these modifications is.
Without going over.
Well, this has been, like, I think we're kind of at a natural endpoint here.
Yeah.
I think we've really given the audience a good glimpse of what Positron is and what it can do, and we've made a really good case for why people might want to purchase it now.
Yeah. Remember, one more just reminder. So this is for today only. So West 3D is letting this go, I think, for another week or something.
Here, let me put the,
Let me
I'll put the
double
link
check.
in the description here.
But West 3D, if you order from them, whether or not you use our referral code, $20 will be donated to DMS/Millennium Machines, the guys who made the Milo. So
what's the link?
just west3d.com. I forget the exact link. It's West3D and KB3D.
West3d.com and what?
And KB-3D.com. Dash.
KB-3d.com. Okay,
Yep.
I'll put these in.
At KB3D, use code Nomad50 to get $40 off, and that will also donate $20 to DMS and Millennium.
Let's see, use code what?
Nomad50 at KB3D only.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you. But aside from that, we are currently assembling batch 2 units, and we are still aiming for end of month to ship to retailers. So we're hoping that at least end of September. So we're Jason.
Yeah.
Shipping end of this month is
Yes,
the goal.
yeah.
So that means users will get it in hand roughly.
End of September
End of
or
September.
before. Normally 20-25 days to US,
Okay.
but Europe take 2 more 3 weeks.
TPU, can we do TPU in there?
It's Bowden, so very
So the same rules of Bowden apply.
yes, same rules of Bowden apply.
Okay.
A very high tensile TPU can work. Your biggest issue with TPU is going to be your retractions.
Okay.
So
PLA with metal additives, so stainless and bronze and those sorts?
Those are abrasive,
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
want to be careful with those.
Well, I wasn't sure if those were CF level of abrasive or like strontium aluminate level of abrasive.
I'm admittedly not a material scientist, so
Me neither.
I don't exactly know.
Okay.
If the manufacturer recommends anything harder than a brass nozzle, then no.
There you go.
But if they say that it works with a brass nozzle, take their word for it. But if their filament breaks your printer, well, that's on them.
I would, if you're worried about the type of filament going into this and you want to get one of these, I would, if you have the resources, maybe figure out a way of making a new hot end that isn't brass.
Yeah, I mean, we're working on it. That's a possible upgrade that we're going to be doing.
Really? Can you get it done by Smurf?
Maybe.
All right, you heard it. There's the challenge.
I can't necessarily make any promises just because of so many other things that we're working on.
Well, this isn't your day job.
No, it's not. I really wish it was, but
No, Matt, we do need to clarify. If a printer manufacturer's filament is not defective and it breaks your printer, we cannot really blame the manufacturer for that one. So.
obviously with any printer you get, take care of it. If you don't take care of it, it's gonna not do good. As long as you take care of it and you put great care into taking care of it, it's going to treat you well.
There we go.
The one thing I want to say is if you have any questions that we have not answered during the stream, please join the Positron Discord. You can do so by going to positron3d.com, and the link to our Discord is in the top title bar. Just click on the Discord button, and it'll bring you right to our Discord.
You're in there all the time, aren't you?
I am chronically online.
Speaking of the Discord, sorry for everybody I at here pinged because he didn't put it in the right channel
Whoops.
or a channel at all.
Yep, I forgot. So ask our team any questions you have. We are always constantly online answering questions. And if you need any support,
Well, wait, is the so support proprietary hot end? No, everything is open source, right?
everything's open source, so it's not proprietary. The hot end is a standard V6.
There we go.
So any standard V6 nozzle will work with the Positron. So if you have like Slice Engineering nozzles, Fadus nozzles, E3D nozzles, if they're V6 compatible, they will work.
Sweet. Or if you have an E3D V6 nozzle, that should totally
Yeah,
work.
absolutely.
if the plans are open source, couldn't like somebody rich just go to PCBWay and make a tool steel one-off tool steel
Absolutely.
for $500 or
Yeah.
something ridiculous?
100%.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You can even
Wait a
get
minute.
metal
Open
3D
source.
parts.
Open source. It's never broken. It just needs to be upgraded.
PCBWay.
Oh, I totally
Sponsor
forgot that you
of-
had that.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
I totally forgot you had that.
I tried him to do the bobbing up and down thing, but he wouldn't do it.
Just remember the rule of PCBWay is buy 3 because it's like only 10% or 20% more than buying 1. For some
Yeah.
reason, 1 is ridiculously expensive.
Well, because there's a setup charge.
Yeah, but even like just going to 3 though, it drops it down like tremendously. Like it only goes up like $10 and you get 3 of the thing that was $80. So just get 3 nozzles. If you're gonna make one, get
And
3.
using the PCBWay link in the description
Oh,
gets
yep.
them 8%
Gotta do
off
that.
their order.
there
Now-
you go.
This last
And
thing I
then sell
have-
the other 2 to your buddies for
Yeah.
more than what you paid.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get
make
the 3
money.
made, and then boom, there you go.
So I do want to be very clear on one thing when it comes to us supporting people. My method of support is unsustainable. I literally had someone come down from New York to the Philadelphia Makerspace that I hang out at so I could help fix their positron because I want to help fix positrons. So I will do everything I can to help someone get their unit working, but I know I cannot sustain that forever. So I'll try and do my best because
You'll do it as long as you can.
Yes.
Without having a complete mental breakdown.
Exactly.
Hopefully. But until then, people can go to positron3d.com and join the Discord, which is what, up in the title bar, you said,
Yep,
right?
up in the title bar.
Yeah. And join it. There's going to be a lot of people talking about this stuff. Where'd that guy go? He's, oh, there we go. Roman, that's right. Roman, this was his first stream, and he got to ask a lot of really cool questions. So
Yeah,
thanks
thank
for
you.
doing that. Roman, make sure you go to positron3d.com and at the top, join their Discord so you can continue to have these amazing conversations and ask those wonderful questions that you are asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, well, the floor is yours. 20 seconds. Tell everyone what to do before we sign off.
Check out positron3d.com. We got amazing stuff there. That's also where to keep up to date on any news. And we've had a few hours to talk, so you know what? The one thing I want you to do, don't let anyone stop you from chasing your dreams. If there's something you want to attain, go for it. If there is something that you can dream of, you can achieve it. There is nothing stopping you but fear itself, and fear is something you can conquer.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Good man.
All right, everybody, come on. Let's sign off. Let's sign off. Jerry, get up here.
All right, let me waddle on over there.
Come on. Come on.
I'm dragging my Finn's device. It'll get here. All right, there we go. I'm in
There we go. There's everybody.
I made it.
A huge thanks to the Positron team that was able to make it, and to Jerry, Adam over there, technically directing everything. If you made this fire awesome, don't forget to like each other more, fight for cause you believe in, and print all the things upside down.
And watch more anime.
As always. Yeah. High five.
High five.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, that was fun, you guys. Look at us. Look at us. All right, hold on.